bonito. We were just deciding if we should start the show in Spanish, but that's all I know. Me llama Ethan Klein and buen bonito to the H.A. Trace podcast.
No bumps. No notes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I love the way that the Spanish like hosts do that. They go buen bonito. They say it with such passion.
Yeah.
Buen bonito. Es un día solado en Los Angeles.
It's so good.
It's a sunny day out here in Los Angeles, people. Yeah, we're back. It's feels like Monday, but it's not at all, is it? It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It's off the rails. Let's see. Oh no. So sad.
300 pounds. 300. Shut up.
Uh-oh. Did that say 300? Buenvenido. 300 pounds in your fudge round bars. Welcome, everybody. It's Off the Rails. Happy to be here with all you guys and all you guys. It's a privilege to sit here and share this time together. Thank you to our sponsor, GamerSups. I'm starting to hear reviews from people who have gotten their Sigma Brain, hearing really good things.
Good feedback?
Really good things.
Let's go!
Because, listen, you know this flavor's off the rails. Y'all got to try it. We got our own flavor, Sigma Brain. It's spicy margarita flavor. I think we did it. I think we masterminded the ultimate flavor. Sigma Brain from GamerSup, lead-free. I sat down, I said, no lead. They said, we don't have lead. I said, perfect. More on that later. We have a gajillion things to talk about because we were gone on Monday because of Labor Day. Thank you to our dear laborers.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I saw some discourse about Labor Day, and of course, something that's all occurred to us. The most labor-ish laborers do not get that day off.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Show up at work and work hard.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was in hospitality, waiting, restaurants, you ain't never getting that day off.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Labor Day?
Get your fucking ass up and work.
So there you go. We took the day off, and we love that for them. And thank you to the laborers, especially those who had to work, for us all to enjoy our beautiful Monday holiday. I bet you the CEOs all get Labor Day off.
Hell yeah. The hardest workers in the company.
Very interesting. I bet you...
Nobody labors harder.
What's the Disney guy's name, the CEO? Bob Iger?
Iger.
I bet Bob Iger wasn't working on no damn Monday's Labor Day. Mm-hmm.
He better be.
Business, Pinocchio.
To salvage his woke trash company.
True. But yes, so then we missed... Yesterday I was live for members. Thank you to you guys. And we're back today. Giving it up. And also I'll say this. There's no leftovers tomorrow either, and it's not my fault. It's Hassan's fault.
So what? He's going on vacation, you said?
Yeah, he's going on vacation with his family. I was like, are you serious, dude?
That's fucking bullshit, dude.
I said, are you dumb or something?
Are you dumb?
This would have been like our fourth one.
And you know what? This is the best crop of shit that has happened in a long time.
So what do we do about
material. I don't know. What are we gonna do about it?
Yay.
We can talk about some of it today. We already have so much. I don't even
so much.
Maybe on Friday.
On Friday we can.
Sure.
Hassan's like a pretty boy.
Okay, Tip. What about me?
Cheers, my dude.
Okay, I'll take the cheers. I'll take the cheers.
Good enough.
Love ya.
Data says, have you guys seen Charlie's giant GamerSup claw machine? What the fuck?
Excuse me?
Don't buy his flavor. His flavor probably sucks. Does he have a flavor?
I believe he does.
Probably tastes like shit.
Probably.
Sigma brain.
No, it's probably fine.
Probably not.
It's probably a perfectly fine product, but it's
probably
not
called.
Sigma brain.
He probably couldn't decide between sweet or sour, and he kind of just sat on the fence. You got to pick a lane.
That's funny.
Charlie. Can't
That's
just
funny.
sit on the fence with the
A lot of
flavors.
people don't like Ethan, and that's totally fine. You don't have to
Shut
like
up,
everyone.
Charlie. Your fucking flavor sucks, bro.
Here it is. Divine Peach.
That's nasty.
That's G Fuel.
Sounds sexual. I don't like
Oh,
it.
this is G Fuel.
Yo, what the
What the
fuck?
fuck? Get this shit
Get out of here. Why?
Fuck G Fuel. What are you sending this shit
Wait,
for?
is this not a GG claw machine?
It looks.
is.
No, it totally is. Because those are the cups. I recognize.
Yo, get that fucking G Fuel out of here, dude.
Garbage.
That shit has
trash.
lead in it. A negligible amount, apparently. But any lead is not good, in my opinion. Fuck them, dude. Gamer Sup Nation.
So what?
rise
So
up,
does he
right?
not have one?
No, I don't think he
Critical,
does. I've never
Charlie.
You
seen
should
it.
know, love. What's the
Gamer
deal?
Sup.
I don't think so. No.
Oh,
I haven't,
well
I haven't
then,
seen it.
what a loser. He doesn't even have a gamer sub.
Fuck
flavor.
him. Dumbass.
What a loser.
Idiot.
Wow,
Fell
what an
off.
idiot.
What a loser.
I'm sorry, but y'all are never going back to any other flavor once that Sigma brain hits your lips.
All different flavors.
Is there any reviews dropping on it yet? Sigma brain.
You said you just said you heard.
No,
me.
but I mean like official
There's no
reviews.
official one.
Not that
Not
I've
yet.
seen.
No.
Not that
I heard really good things, you guys.
We've seen some on the sub, yeah.
On the sub, yeah,
liking
people who just got it.
Yep.
Well, we gotta get like our review bra and those guys on it. You know what I
Review
mean?
bra? Does he
Well-
review gamer flavors?
Now he does.
Friend of the show?
Maybe now
Who
he
knows? What else was I talking about? But basically, tomorrow there's a Teddy Fresh drop. Actually, some really cool stuff, including this shirt, which I freaking love. I've been waiting. It's so simple, but it's so nice. It's like, Sam, are you here? What do you describe this
I am.
material?
Describe the material.
Yeah. it's like
Waffle
terry.
knit, maybe.
What is it? Lock?
It's like waffle knit. Yeah,
Dude, it's so sick.
it's very cozy. I love
Oh
that
my
shirt.
god. And it just looks super nice. Here's the thing. This is an XL. I think I'm ready for the larges.
Yo.
Oh my god,
go.
tiniest podcast host in history.
I'm ready for
So
the larges.
tiny little guy.
I've unfortunately lost a few pounds rather quickly during the shredder stuff, so I'm down to like 186.
It's your birth? No, it's not your birth year.
Mine. Say what? Oh no. So my original goal was 180. I'm getting very close, but I set a new goal to 170.
Wow.
Which I think would be considered a very healthy weight for a person of my
Stature.
size and stature who stands tall at 5'11". This is so good. I can't stop sipping it.
Sipping on the sub.
It takes him a second to get on the stool because he's under 5 feet tall.
Not me. I'd sit right on that stool. Quick. Delete my browser history when I die. I thought that was good. It's fun. You know what I mean?
It's fun.
And it doesn't necessarily mean, it could mean anything. You know what I mean? Don't read too deep into it, okay?
I wasn't building anything. I was just curious.
Oh, this is sick.
Oh, I'm wearing that right now.
Show it off. Is it fleece? What is, or like
A velour.
velour?
Yeah, it's sick.
Velour.
Buonvenito velour.
Yes,
This
sir.
is a reissue of the classic in gray tones. Everybody loves that sweater. This is some cool 3D
That's sick.
graphics.
I
You
love
know?
that.
Okay, sick. Love that. A Sherpa zip
I love
up.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Thank you. Pants, plaid. These look good. Liking that. Oh, we did the shirt as well. Shout out. Delete my browser history and mesh, so you can show off your
Delete.
curves. Or you can't really see through it, eh?
Delete.
Cool though. Cool shirt. We got it in hat form. So you really want to let everybody know. Please, bro. Please. What is this, Sam? There's little things on it?
It's like a little piercing. I love that detail. It's really cute.
Oh, well, I've never seen this on one of our hats before.
Looks like COVID.
Got your hat.
Thanks, Dan.
Looks like a COVID molecule.
This is cool. Little TF
Very
long
in right
sleeve.
now.
You know,
Apparently.
we got this sick ass zip-up sweater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, this is also a This was like the very first shirt we ever made. Reissued. That's cool. I'm gonna want one of those. Definitely. We got this. This is a classic. Just plaid zip-up. Why not?
I'm wearing that one.
You are? Let me see. Oh, it's got a cool back. Uh-oh. Currently unavailable to care. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Let's go right now, dude.
Wow.
4 more images. This is a beautiful piece. Just classic. Beautiful. Iconic. Shirts. Long sleeves. And this classic iconic shirt. It's a little bit of a drop. Not a huge one, but a little something. Lots of fun stuff there. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. PST. You know what it is. All right. Where do we begin? How's everybody been? Long-ass weekend, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You guys have a good time? Good Labor Day? Anyone do anything interesting? All right.
Vanderpump.
Nothing?
Just watching Vanderpump.
I beat Baldur's Gate.
I did too.
So good.
The ending kind of happened too fast.
Oh,
Put
right.
your balls in my mouth?
Huh? What?
What was the
Put your ball
Oh,
doors.
because ball
Ball
doors.
doors.
Just ball.
Put those ball doors in my mouth, please.
Okay.
I'll let that one go. How did you? So ultimately, what's your review?
I mean, it's 10 out of 10. I loved it. I mean, I am big into those kind of games, like RPGs, and played D&D growing up and everything. So for me, it's spot on. I've moved on to Armored Core, though, which is totally consumed me for most of the week.
Really? Is that fun?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I heard it's fun, but not like amazing game, but fun.
I think that's fair. I don't know. If you're into those kind of games, I think it's elite level.
So yeah, I beat Baldur's Gate. I agree. It was fun. I mean, a great game for sure. I moved on to Starfield, which I've been playing it on my Steam Deck.
That's cool.
Doors.
Interesting.
It runs, but man, it is like that thing is like it runs hot and loud. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's pretty fun so far. Coral said, just sending this message to say hi to my friend Stella. I hope architecture school is going well for you. Much love. Okay, thank you. Misconnection there. Stella, Carol is saying hi. And we love that for her. Why am I so squinty today? I don't know why. The lights are blinding me. Just been away for too long, you know? Forgot how bright these things are. My mom is posting butterfly porn. You know, she's out of control. But the Monarchs are doing well, so I don't blame her for being excited. But she is out of control. There's no question about it. Butterfly porn, she says. And then she says, in parentheses, all caps, rare footage, not clickbait.
Did she write this? Because
Yeah.
it's so fucking fun.
1000% her. I had no involvement in this.
These nuts.
Rare footage. How did she even know to do that? So here it is. Rare footage, guys.
Hello.
Can we show this on YouTube?
Oh, it's a little spicy.
A little spicy.
I'm in my backyard. We came back here for the Labor Day holiday, eating, and look what I've got. I've got 2 monarchs having sex in my backyard. It's X-rated.
Oh my God.
This is the world you wanted, Donna.
Oh my God. They are mating. That is too much. Hello.
Who the fuck's that?
Wow, that was rare footage.
Who
I
the
can't believe
fuck
we
was
just saw
that?
that.
We came back here.
Hold on. Who's this guy standing behind
Too
her?
much.
Oh, it's my brother.
That is too
Wait, no, who is that? That's not my brother.
He's the cuckold. He likes to watch.
Who the fuck is that guy?
He likes to watch, dude.
Legit do not know who this guy is. Who are you, dude? There's a new mystery unlocked. My mom, they don't hang out with like interesting, different people. You know what I mean?
This is her backyard?
This is her backyard.
Neighbor?
Uninteresting person?
Yeah, it could be a boring person.
Neighbor? Shit, I don't
It's
know.
the NPC.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this. Can we get some romantic music going, Zach?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
monarchs having sex in my backyard. It's X-rated
Damn.
here.
Get it, monarchs.
Look at this. Oh my God. They are mating.
Yes, ma'am. This is the world we want.
Hello. I'm in my.
Hello.
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 Mom, who is this if you're watching? Who the fuck is this? He's so amused. He loves it. Look at that big smile. All right. Explain this, Mom. Got a lot of likes. 5,000 likes.
It's good stuff.
People are supporting her. The pool boy chat is saying, shut up. It's not the pool boy. I actually know who the pool man is. He's a very nice guy. He's an older side, and he looks nothing like that.
Gotcha.
There was a heated debate, actually, during the break. Sparked by Sam's disgust for something Ian does.
What else is new?
Oh, Sam. Is there trouble in paradise?
Got ass, Ian. Ian, why don't you tell him what you did?
Well, here, I'll play the video, Sam. That's better, right?
Yeah, that's better.
So you guys, we're going to have to do a poll on this, and you all tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
Pretty interesting. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and unmute it. That'll be helpful.
Right.
One more time.
Okay, I have a question for all of you scholars out there.
Oh, okay. That's not me.
Turn it off. Let's move on.
Yep, not for you.
Got him.
Whenever I get to a hotel or an Airbnb or whatever it is, even for just one night, the moment I get in there, I immediately fold all my clothes, I hang them on the provided hangers in the closet, and I put all of the folded clothes in the dressers. I really move in, even if it's for one night. I think it's organized. Sam says that that's serial killer, Dexter style stuff.
Literally, like, it's probably your biggest red flag.
That's a red flag to pack my clothes.
I have the ick.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's fucking weird. It's
I have
bizarre.
the ick for packing my clothes in the hotel?
Yes.
What? They put the hangers
Why
in there for a reason. They put.
So there's clearly a heated debate going on. Some agreeing, some disagreeing. Of the poster titled it, "Sam is right. This is psychotic behavior." So the accusation, Ian, is that you put all the shit away in the hotel, even if it's for one night.
Yeah, and people act like that's so crazy for one night, such a waste of time. If I'm packing for one night, there's not a lot in my bag. It's pretty easy transfer.
Yeah, to me, the issue isn't the time requirement. It's just like the settling in. Like, why are you settling in?
The way I see it is I move it into the things, and then my empty bag that I traveled with, I sort of view it as like a dirty hamper.
That's not a bad.
So then I put my dirty clothes into the bag, and then I can kind of separate, okay, those are dirty, and the clean ones are out of the bag.
That makes sense.
Aren't you going to put all of your clothes back in the bag to take them home regardless, though?
That's a great question, and I've thought of it. I do a layer to separate the dirty from the clean once I repack everything back to my
Right,
bag.
but the original source of problem, why are you nesting?
Right.
Like every
That's the
time
part
we get somewhere.
I would defend Ian a little bit here.
Why don't you do it a lot?
I texted you this when I saw the story. I say I think he's fucking nuts.
Yes, I agree.
However, if you have like a suit, a sport coat, something that needs to be hung up, I feel like
that's not what we're talking about.
You're talking
We're talking underwear, socks, t-shirts, shorts.
That's some Dahmer shit, my dude.
I'm with Ian 100%.
Thank you.
I knew you would be.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know if that's a good sign,
Okay, but hold on.
Ian.
I have questions. So, Ian, how long have you been doing this?
Not forever. It's a fairly new thing, but
Will you talk about your childhood?
I would say within the last, like, I don't know, was I doing it when we first met?
Every trip I have ever been on with you, you do that.
What was your awakening?
Well, I sort of thought if I'm going to be in this room, I should use everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really going to take advantage of what they've
I'm
provided.
paying for this closet.
Right. Was it perhaps the first time that you paid for a hotel rather than going on a trip with your family or something and you realized the expense? It's like, I want to take advantage of these amenities.
No, I think maybe it was a longer trip, and I felt like my dirty clothes and my clean clothes, and it was all just floating around the bag. Entropy was occurring in the bag. So I said, let's clean this up.
Well, listen, I think that to me, there's a threshold. There's a time period. If you're there, and I don't know what it is. I'm not claiming to know what it is, but there is a certain point where you're staying somewhere long enough that it does make sense to do that. One night is kind of crazy.
And there's no time, in my opinion, that justifies that.
I'm kind of
no amount of time. What if you're there for 2 weeks?
You're moving? Where are you going? For like a rental?
Yeah. What if you're going somewhere for a couple weeks?
That's not enough.
I'm kind of with Dan on that.
No.
That's my only thing. One day is a little bit of time. I mean, I usually like to hang
A
my
month
stuff.
and plus.
Wait, no, I'd say
if you're not there for a
weekend.
month, you're leaving that shit in the bag.
But Ian,
yes.
Ian,
I honestly agree.
Ian, they have bags for dirty clothes in hotel rooms.
They do.
Yep.
That's true.
And I have a bag already. It's like bringing your bag to the grocery store.
Well, hold on. I have more questions.
He brings his bag to the
Ian,
hotel.
is this the behavior that you've adopted from one of your parents?
No. I don't know where this came from.
Wow,
One day
that's
I sort of
even
decided-
crazier.
Sam's shaking her head at me. Okay, so we went to an Airbnb over the weekend. We stayed for 2 nights. I unpacked 2 sets of clothes into the dresser, and I put a coat in the closet. Felt good to me.
I like to hang my clothes because I want them to be ironed or have them not be so wrinkled up from being in my bag.
Also fair.
That's my main
There's
thing.
if you got certain shirts that you hang up in the car rather than put in the bag.
And that's fine.
I will agree with that.
That's fine. But putting the stuff in the drawers is crazy.
Yeah. Also, who knows what's going on in
number
those
one.
drawers?
Yeah.
Those
For real.
hotel drawers are a little like, what's actually
That was
going
one of the
in those
main
drawers?
sort of pushbacks I saw in that thread was bed bugs, and that sounds to me like some sort of hotel propaganda to keep me
You're
down
probably
in my
right.
dressers.
Well, listen, if there's bed bugs, they'll be in your bed.
Yeah, you're GG already.
Bed bugs, yeah, whatever that is.
No, they
The Bible
can be
keeps
in
the drawers
dressers.
clean.
I know, but they're going to be in the bed if they're in there.
They're gonna be.
You got the Gideon's Bible. Who knows what people do with that in the drawer? You know?
Sticky pages in that Gideon's Bible.
You got toenails and shit. It's bad.
There's
I
a
will
couple
say-
verses in there, you know what I mean?
I got a lot of
Spit a couple of verses.
silent support responding to me as of right now they're not brave enough to come out publicly. You know, it's a hot topic, but I've received a lot of silent support
From people in this room.
Zach messaged me a show of support.
I gave you a
I don't know
somewhat
if-
supportive message.
I
I'll read it
messaged
to
you.
I don't know if you got the message, but I will tell you that Allie backed you up.
She did.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say, like, theoretically, I like the idea of it. I like the idea. You put it away, you know where stuff is, because sometimes I'm on vacation, it's hard to find shit in your suitcase. Just hard. There's just tons of shit. You got to move it around. So I like the idea theoretically. However, I'm trying to find what I sent you. Did I text it to you? Or maybe I Instagram.
You responded on Instagram.
So
I feel like it also depends on the level of hotel you're at. Cabin, okay, maybe, you don't know who's been there, but if you're like at the Ritz-Carlton, go for it.
I may introduce
it's more about
a
the
wipe.
nesting.
I may introduce a wipe to the drawer before.
You did?
No, I think I will after reading some feedback.
You'll introduce a what?
A little wipe down of the drawer interior.
Oh, okay. Well, then, because now you're introducing so much work now, there's a
That just
wiping
feels
down activity.
More psycho. if
Cleaning the
anything.
blood.
Yeah,
that's more
that
fun.
feels weirder. What are you concerned about in the drawer?
I don't know.
Did somebody shit in there or something?
Blood, cum. I
You don't know. You
Somebody's
just
just
don't
jacking
know.
off into the.
You
Yeah,
just
they do that.
don't know,
I think,
man.
There were a lot of commenters in this thread that kept referring to like semen in the drawers. I don't know what our audience
Semen
is
in the
doing.
drawers.
I don't know
That's a common
what
concern.
the foot soldiers are up
You never
to.
come to a hotel
foot soldiers
drawer?
are on something.
You never blasted into a hotel
Into a
drawer
hotel
before?
drawer? No.
Yeah, they
Bro,
were so
but
confident.
people are into some weird shit.
Well, also
suppose.
even less weird. Other people have been putting their dirty clothes in there probably, and I don't think maids like clean inside the drawers.
No.
I doubt
Stinky, weird people
Yeah.
putting their stinky, weird shit in there.
that. My shit stays in the bag.
Here's what I wrote to you, Ian. I said, listen, Sam said it's her ick. Where did she say that?
In the video.
See, I thought that was mean, Sam.
That was mean and hurtful. I appreciate you backing me up.
I
on
said
that.
to Ian, not fair to call it an ick, though Sam should. I said, it's mom behavior, is what I told Ian. However, it's not fair to call it an ick. Sam should take that back.
Yeah, that is pretty far.
Okay, I won't. Not an ick, but it is serial killer shit, and it's weird.
All right, that's not as bad.
No, that's
Not
I mean,
an
that's
ick,
not
just-
as bad as saying a ick.
Yeah.
Because the ick is like what you get when you're like, I'm not even attracted to this person anymore. You know?
Ick is
No,
too far.
no.
Yeah, come on.
I do
Serial
think you're
killer, cannibal, freak,
That's
psycho.
fine.
Ick, you gotta stop.
100%. I do believe that. So I don't know. I mean, I can see both sides. Personally, it's not something I would ever do. And it is the fact that it's just Ian doing it too makes it specifically funny and interesting to me. It doesn't surprise me at all that AB does that, just because he's very organized.
Yeah, I will say though, I don't put my boxers or my socks in the drawers. Socks maybe, but boxers I won't.
They'll stay in the suitcase.
Yeah.
But your shirts, you're folding up, you're putting those in there.
Yeah. Shirts or shorts, pants.
So basically, let's throw it to the audience. I'm curious.
I threw up the poll a couple minutes ago, and
is it a good poll?
This is a horrible poll.
Yeah,
I'm
let me
not
read
just
the
saying
verbiage.
that for the meme.
I knew this was going to be a bad poll, even when Dan said he already put it up.
Why is it bad?
It says, "Is Ian psycho for this? Yes or no?" Okay, that's fair. The fact that it's just Ian doing it,
I feel like it's pretty direct.
Specifically funny and
You're
oh shit,
playing-
that's me.
you're playing
Sorry,
the thing.
that's me. So, is Ian psycho for this? Now, I have to really think through this before I vote. You know, even though it's something I would never do, I'm gonna say no. It's not psycho. But is it? It's the nesting. It was one day, Ian. You can't live out of your suitcase for one day, man?
No, I've done it for one day. When Sam and I drove her car back from Georgia, I did do it in the hotels for one night. But that's not typical.
So you saw this from the very beginning, Sam.
It's been a thing.
And actually, not only that, you saw him at his worst. In fact, it was one night. First time he went to come get you to move in, and then you see Ian putting his shit away for one night. Did you have second thoughts in that moment?
No, I was just like, okay.
No ick, though.
Yeah, that's not an ick, then.
I want to clarify there was no ick.
Yeah, I didn't hear an ick in there.
Ian does. Let me just clarify. Ian does not give me the ick.
Okay.
I was being dramatic. I was joking.
Good.
But
Ian,
it is weird.
I have a question for Ian. We stayed in Lake Tahoe 2 nights together, but we stayed at 2 separate locations. Did you pack and unpack and then pack and unpack again at 2 separate locations those 2 nights?
Yes, I did.
That's psycho shit. Come on,
Freak.
man. That's psycho shit.
And how long have you been doing this? This is a new development that you yourself decided to engage in?
He's
I mean,
saying,
that's
like in the last few years, right? Oh.
I think when I started when you could round up to 30, I felt a change in my system.
Okay.
Why did my eyes
25
get
and up.
spooky when I said that?
Well, I'll be honest. Ultimately, I love you, Ian. I couldn't vote yes. I voted no. However, I'm in the vast minority here.
Jeffrey Dahmer's.
So can we
66% Ian said yes, you're psycho for this.
I want to. Can we ask how many people have done this? I'm curious. Like,
Probably 34%.
You think it's the same?
Well,
or
I
they could
haven't.
be like, well, I'm psycho too.
Okay, that's a good question. Let's say, do you do this? Yes or no? Because I'm a no, but I also voted in support of Ian. So there's
do
a
you
lot.
do this, or should I say, do you unpack immediately?
Do you unpack in hotels?
You unpack in
regardless of
hotels.
time stayed.
Regardless of time stayed. Perfect.
I had no idea.
Yes.
That's a good poll, right?
Yes.
Very specific.
Yes, I do. No, I do not.
Do you put Sam's
Could
stuff
not
away,
be more
Ian?
clear.
No, I would never.
Would you be okay with him doing that, Sam?
I would not want all of my stuff put away. Also, keeping everything in one location for me, like everything is in my bag, it helps me make sure I'm not leaving things behind.
Yeah.
That's because that would drive me crazy, having stuff everywhere.
So there's a rogue 15% that although they do not do this, they said it is not psycho, me being one of them. However, 19% now says, yes, I have done this. So that is...
I mean, that's 1 in 5. It's fairly common.
Well, you know what else
Fairly
people
common.
have 1 in 5 of?
Murder.
Murder.
Arthritis. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that people have 1 in 5, and it makes them
Jeffrey
freaks.
Dahmer's.
I'm sorry. Getting all crazy right now. So there it is, Ian. How do you feel knowing that?
19% of our audience are on the right side of history. That's good to know that they're out there. You know? Violently supporting.
We'll see when you get meningitis or something from the drawer. That's probably not possible. Let's see. Roughly 20% of the population are estimated to be regular smokers. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
1 in 5.
1 in 5 people.
Yeah,
are,
you're a chain smoker.
1 in 5 people are cool. You know, just cool people.
Give me more 1 in 5.
I got you.
I want more stats.
So 1 in 5 people usually exercise regularly.
That's
regularly?
it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's psychopath shit. That's
Only 1 in 5?
Working out is kind of psycho. So.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Holy shit! I thought it was more.
Consume alcohol. 1 in 5.
Like
What?
regularly.
Like it should be higher.
You mean like is an alcoholic borderline?
It just says consume alcohol.
No.
Well, does that include
Well, there's a lot of countries
kids and stuff?
yeah,
It's the whole
maybe.
population.
Yeah, but they drink there.
1 in 5 people have a tattoo.
Okay.
No, but what about like I want diseases and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You know what I mean?
Give me the sad stuff.
Yeah.
So we go get a tattoo. We have a drink. We go for a run.
Yeah.
We put our
Sounds like
clothes in the closet.
And then you go and murder a prostitute over a plastic tarp.
High blood pressure is roughly around 1 in 5.
High blood pressure.
That's it? I thought we was all walking around with our hearts about to explode.
Globally. Let's see. Obesity is around 1 in 5.
Oh, come on. Not where I live.
This is worldwide.
Ain't no world.
In
bro.
America, it's like half, isn't it? Like 1/3.
Also,
Probably.
that's crazy, dude.
Okay. All right. Thank you. AB. Actually, speaking of 1 in 5, I continued my lupus investigation.
1 in 5 people have lupus? Is that what you're about?
Well, there's some, 1 in something, I don't know what it is.
Right.
So I saw the dermatologist. That was my next goal issued to me by my rheumatologist to get a opinion on the rashes on my face.
Right.
You can see them. They come in quite strongly because I stopped treating it in preparation to see her. No. So I had a pretty severe rash here.
No. Yeah, I can see it.
Here. At the corner of my eyes.
Yeah.
Under my nose right here. And so I said, Doc, positive ANA, some inflammation.
No.
How long do I have left to live?
Speckled
homogeneous. And she looked at me, she looked at the rashes, and she said to me,
That's lupus.
It looks like eczema.
Your skin is really dry.
Looks like eczema.
Did she give you a topical cream?
Potentially also something fungal.
Those eggshells.
Which is weird.
Fungal? You got fungus on your face, bro?
I thought that was odd, but
got
maybe I
fungal
guess it's
face?
common. I don't know.
Yeah, it's common.
It's very common.
So I have a antifungal cream and a steroid gel that I put on 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and I'm gonna do that for 4 weeks.
Wow, man. How are you gonna make it?
And then we'll see if the rash goes away. But both the rheumatologist and the dermatologist, and I don't know, I'm probably going to need another opinion on this.
Oh, for
say
sure.
that it's probably eczema and not lupus.
Yeah. No. Can you get an appointment at the Mayo Clinic or anything? Get a real
I've already seen. I mean, I've seen UCLA Medical Group, Cedar Sinai.
Only Selena Gomez herself could be
Yeah.
the one to tell Ethan he does not have lupus.
The lupus queen.
I have all the
Yes.
best doctors in
Yes.
the world working round the clock.
To make sure you have lupus.
So, and then I'm gonna retest my blood in 3 months to keep an eye on, the titer, keep an eye on the inflammation.
Those titers tight.
And it turns out that I can't say for sure I don't have lupus.
We're not sure.
I mean, you never know. They say it's the great pretender. That's what they say about it.
I'm sorry. 9 in 10 people with lupus are women.
Oh, that's so interesting. Whoa, 9 in 10?
Man, you're unlucky.
Come to think of it, all the lupus people I know are all women. What? That's so weird. Don't women deal with enough, man? Someone says you're not supposed to put steroid cream on your face daily. Well,
Okay.
I guess I'm going to need to talk to another dermatologist.
You better go tell your doctor that this chatter said no. No, don't do that.
It's every day for 4 weeks. Thank you. That's so weird. What diseases are uniquely men, other than prostate, because women don't have one? Do men have that? Have you checked if you have SUGMA? I'm seeing the SUGMA specialist later this week.
Yeah?
It's not due to gluten. I got tested for all that shit. I didn't have any gluten antibodies, biomarker shit for celiac.
Just got tested for it.
Dude, people keep going, I think this is like a hot topic thing, the steroid withdrawal thing, just because people are seeing it on TikTok. Now, admittedly, that does look horrible, and my heart goes out to them. But, guys, you don't get addicted to steroids from using a mild steroid to treat one outbreak. Everybody's a dermatologist. Steroid. I never heard of that shit until I was on TikTok. Then I see these people with their skin all cracked and fucked up, and they're like, I'm living in Thailand because it's more moist here.
No.
It's very sad, actually. I feel horrible for them. It looks really bad. But I don't think I don't think I'm gonna get steroid withdrawal from using a little cream for a couple weeks. Thank you for your support, though. SUGMA is fatal. Make sure to take that take that seriously. So funny. Could it be lupus? Okay, thank you, love.
No worries.
Good question.
Yeah.
Do we have a check mark?
Mm-hmm.
Could it be lupus?
So this is our lupus quiz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get started.
Yeah, I thought.
Why are we doing this? We don't need
Well,
to do
I don't
this.
know. This is just 10 questions.
You've been through this, though.
I think this is
several times.
Yes, I've talked to
medical professionals.
Yes, I've talked to a hematologist, a rheumatologist, a dermatologist. But I have not taken an online quiz.
Okay, fair enough.
Have you ever had pain or swelling in your joints for more than 3 months? Never. Why do I gotta click next?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Do your fingers become pale, numb, or comfortable? Never. Not once. Have you ever had sores in your mouth that lasted for more than 2 weeks? Never.
Okay.
Have you ever been told that you have low blood cell count? Actually, I have. Actually, that's interesting. They say, have you ever been told you have low blood cell count, low white blood cell, or low platelets? Actually, the thing that started this all was that I had elevated
so no.
platelets and white blood cells.
Right, so the answer to this one is
Which
also
was
no.
scarier because that was suggestive of potentially some kind of leukemia.
Right, that is scary.
We got to do the leukemia quiz.
Right.
Okay, let's do that one next.
Okay, I got you.
No, I don't. I think that one, for now,
we're good on that.
My hematologist said we don't need a bone marrow sample yet. What he said. You guys are laughing at me. So obviously,
that's
going
a
to
no.
be a no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a no as well.
Have you ever had a noticeable rash on your cheeks for more than a month? So it's not on my cheeks.
So no.
No, so no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clap those cheeks.
Does your
Going?
skin break out after you've been in the sun? No, I'm fine.
Okay, cool. Great.
Have you ever has it ever been painful to take a deep breath for more than a few days? No, that'd be really concerning.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Have you ever been told that you have protein in your urine?
What the?
No.
Okay. That'd be a weird thing for someone to tell you.
Have you ever had rapid hair loss? What do you guys think?
No? Okay. And
Have you ever had a seizure? So my doctor does suspect that I might have a mild form of epilepsy.
Oh.
Which is why I have this problem of falling asleep when I'm driving in the car. I don't actually fall asleep. I get super drowsy. So I can't say yes, but maybe I do.
All right, drum roll, please.
But I'm going to say no.
Let's see.
Are you female? No.
Okay.
Yes. I am between 50 and
It must be lupus. It must be lupus.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's gotta be.
I'm so sorry.
Are you Hispanic, Latino, Spanish, Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rico, South Central American, or Spanish?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Do you identify with any of these races?
Keep that drum roll going. We're almost there. We're almost
Asian, Black, African American, Afro-Caribbean. No, I'm none of these.
Yeah, it looks like that's a no.
Do you have a biological mother, father, sister, or brother? Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. Do you have lupus?
Expand or review your answer. Oh boy.
Based on your answer, you don't seem to.
You marked one or more risk factors.
Wait.
For example, that I'm 18 to 44. That's a risk factor.
It's got to be lupus, though.
Yeah, see, here's where it gets dicey.
So
Things
do
aren't
we have-
looking too good.
Do we have a definitive answer though? Oh,
Well, I am
boy.
15 to 44, so I mean, let's
lupus,
let's not take this too lightly.
That is suspicious.
They're not giving me an answer.
Oh, cool. You can
No, it
print
says
your
on the
answer.
top of the page. It says on the top of the
Here, I'm gonna print it.
I can
Hold on.
laminate it for you. I can take it.
Answer. You answered. Where's the? Give me the verdict,
on the
man.
top of the
Where's
page.
the verdict?
Why is no? It's on the
I,
top.
Wait, was that
I
the
didn't
top?
see
I
it.
missed it too.
It just says
Wait,
it,
go back.
right?
Go back.
I'm trying. I can't get out of this fucking print page, man. It won't let me cancel. Keep it going. Based on your answer, you don't seem to be experiencing any of the symptoms we asked about. That's great.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God.
Well, listen.
That was a really close.
Listen, before you judge me too harshly, these are medical professionals at the peak of their field. They put me through
We put
these
this
doctors.
website together. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wasn't like, yo, please, I need to see the hematologist. No, he said, why don't we do this and follow up on it?
Right. Okay.
How old are you, love?
22.
Oh, you could be a
Shit,
risk.
you might have
Risk
lupus
factor.
too.
You could be a risk.
Dan, how old are you?
I'm, how old am I? 36?
Lupus.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
Olivia?
How old am I? Lupus. Yeah.
So we'll see. Obviously, I'm relieved by
Okay,
this.
I have a question
But I'm
for all-
cautiously relieved because there is still something going on, with the blood cells, the white blood cells, the red blood cells, the ANA, the inflammation. Something's happening.
Something's happening.
Maybe I'm turning into a X-Man.
That'd be
Maybe.
sick.
Maybe. You're mutating?
Maybe I'm, mutating.
Unlocking some sort of superpower?
So that's my lupus update, and I've pledged to be upfront and transparent with everybody. So that's the news.
All right. Fantastic. We're at 42 minutes. We should do our
Gamer Subs, guys. This is serious. Go to Gamer Subs. Okay, because there's all happening right now. Gamersubs.gg. Okay. Thank you for that, dude. That background's sick, Cam.
Thank you.
Go to gamersubs.gg.
I want to play this game.
Looks
You know
like
what I mean?
Deuce
I want to drink
X.
these subs.
Sure, yeah.
I
Drop-
guess
drop the
/H3
Deuce X.
takes you straight here. Is that what it's called? Deus X?
Deus Ex?
Deus X?
It's Deus.
Deus? Isn't it French?
No, it's Latin.
Latin.
How do you spell do in French?
Well, French is related, highly related to Latin. So yeah.
Okay, so how do you know it's Latin and not French?
Well, because that expression comes from the ancient times.
So you say.
Actually, it
Do is DEUX too.
originally came from
doesn't make any sense.
Greece, right?
So you claim.
Anyways, about
No, because French is a derivative of Latin.
yes, right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we
the
established
Romans.
that.
But that doesn't mean all French is Latin.
It's of course not.
I'm speaking, yeah. So is I'm speaking Latin. No, you're not.
You can't speak Latin.
You can't. They don't allow it.
Moving on.
Dead
It's a
language.
dead language.
They don't allow it anymore.
Moving on, guys.
Anyway.
Go to gamersups.gg.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We have formulated this flavor. And this is what it looks like. Sick. The key's out. Help me out here, Ian, a little bit.
Stand by. Dropping the green screen in 3, 2,
I got it.
1, and oh
Wow.
It's a beautiful color.
It
really
is
Wow.
very satisfying.
Yes.
Kind of like a beautiful teal color.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have formulated this flavor in the laboratories of the H3 Podcast Studios, feverishly, painstakingly tweaking the flavors, tweaking the ingredients. Spicy margarita, America, no, the world's favorite cocktail flavor.
The universe.
It's a little spicy, a little bit. It's sweet and tangy. It is the perfect flavor.
It's the perfect flavor.
It's the drink for the every person.
Sigma brain.
And I saw some people like wondering, it's not spicy in your throat, you just feel slightly, slightly on your tongue. It's simply just like, it's
just a little
there.
kick.
If you're adverse to spicy stuff, you will be 100% fine with this.
Yeah.
I promise. I promise. It's just a little like, What is that? I love it, man. Here's some. You get 10% off, by the way. If you go to gamersups.gg, use the code H3, you get 10% off. Bada bing, bada boom. Bob is your uncle, confirmed. It won't break you. It won't break your keto because there's no sugar in it. It's got caffeine, keeps me energized and hyped. And by the way, I'm out on coffee. It's just not that good, you know. And it's super acidic. It fucks up my stomach. This, on the other hand, is fortified with minerals, water to hydrate, no brown sludge, whatever that shit is, coffee. This is the real deal right here. They also have a caffeine-free flavor for anyone who's avoiding caffeine.
There you go.
That's what I'm drinking right
If you're addicted to sodas, you're avoiding caffeine, Cam?
Just for right now. I don't want the caffeine kick from the gamer stuff. Right
Same
now.
here.
Oh, you're doing not caffeine too?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I drink a lot. I use it as like a cold beverage. So
okay.
I'll drink one caffeine and then the rest is
Do you feel it if you drink too much caffeine? You get
Oh
jittery?
yeah, definitely. So I keep it to 1 or 2 caffeine and then the rest clean.
So if you're drinking sugary drinks, it's time to stop. Because, you know, the calories that you're taking in from that is just not worth it, my friends. Switch to Gamer Subs, which is sugar-free. You know. And actually, a lot of people are using Gamer Subs as a gateway to a healthier lifestyle. Myself included. I love it. I'm actually so proud of this flavor we made, and I hope you guys will consider supporting it. That's gamersups.gg. Use the code H3 for 10% off your purchase. And thank you so much to Gamersubs for being a wonderful supporter of this show. Appreciate them. Thank you. Yes. How do you say it? Deus Ex?
Deus Ex?
Deus Ex.
Deus.
So what does Deus Ex mean?
From God.
From God.
Or God from.
God from the machine.
Well, Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, Deus Ex.
Is the meaning of the
That's when
name
God
of that
saves
game.
the day.
We have done 40 minutes, and we literally have done 3 things out of like 100.
Correct.
Actually, more than 100, frankly.
And incorrect, we've actually done 48 minutes.
Only here on the H3 podcast can we do that. You know what I mean?
We're the best.
And that's how we come here 4 times a week. 5 of you include the member stream, and do 3.5 hours for you guys. That's how we don't run out of shit to talk about. Because we don't talk about anything. We put it off for as long as possible. Jordan Peterson was on Theo Vaughn's podcast. You know, I like Theo Vaughn. I say that. I think he's a good guy. I think he's super funny. He doesn't usually get like a lot of his friends are like, and associates are Joe Roganites. But he doesn't usually dabble. And he's very funny. I've liked him from the beginning, so... Friend of the show as well. But anyway, Jordan Peterson was on his broadcast. I'm not quite sure how Theo Vaughn, who's like not really a very serious person, like he's very silly about everything, is going to have this high-level intellectual conversation with Jordan Peterson. But let's find out. The Rat King, versus the Transphobe King. I don't know. The Xanax King.
Well... It may change after this clip.
Well, this is the theory now. I don't know if people ever did this. So imagine your village is full of rats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now you go...
Oh, so this all started when he told Jordan, he's called the Rat King.
You're right.
And he had to bust out some knowledge.
Catch 10 rats.
Okay.
You throw them in a pit.
Okay.
Soon, there is one rat, because he gets all the other rats.
He's the champ.
Then you throw 10 more rats in there.
What do you mean he gets all the other rats? You have 10 rats in a bucket.
And they kill each other.
He gets them.
Gets them.
He gets them.
Soon there's one rat. You do that 3 or 4 times. Then you take the remaining rat and you let him go. And soon there are no rats in the village.
Really?
That's the theory.
Wow. So it was like the toughest of them all.
Yeah, and then he learns to eat rats.
Wow.
That must be some sort of ancient wisdom that he's citing.
Oh, shit. No. He did not quote this fucking movie.
Get rats off an island. My grandmother showed me.
I always wonder sometimes when you hear these like pseudo-intelligent people where they come up with this shit. This man, is this Equilibrium?
No, this is James Bond.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
Skyfall.
I mean,
this is Skyfall.
He's quoting the villain from Skyfall.
Let's take a listen.
And hinge the lid. Then we wired coconut to the lid as bait, and the rats would come for the coconut, and boing, 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 they would fall into the drum.
It's awesome.
You just leave it.
Okay, I have not seen this movie, but what the fuck is this scene? He's walking so damn slow.
It's the introduction to the villain. He's built up all
I'm sorry. He's standing there perfectly still, and this guy's walking towards him like...
menacingly?
Like quarter steps.
It is a weird shot.
I'm sorry, but nobody's standing still for that long.
They begin to get hungry.
Look at this.
He's just that casual.
Sorry, but I never seen anybody walk that slow in my life. It's not plausible.
I mean, it's very slow. You're not wrong.
They start eating each other. Until
Also, he's talking quite low, right?
Yeah.
This man started talking to him in this same volume, all the way over here. Bitch, I can't hear you. I cannot hear what he's saying. I'm telling you, there's issues with this movie.
You know what a big problem with this movie is? It's like we're seeing this, but it's like, who's there? Is there another person in the room? Like, whose perspective are we even watching right now?
No, that's established. I know how cameras work, Dan.
It seems questionable.
So how do you get rats off an island?
How do you get rats? Sorry, can you speak up?
Dude, I am 100% with Ethan on
Thank
this.
you,
This
AB.
is such a
Like The
weird ass
Office?
shot,
It's
and he's
stupid.
talking in the same tone the whole way through.
It's like, sorry, I can't hear you.
It's a movie. It stretches believability.
I
a little
don't
bit.
care.
Yeah.
The acoustics in that room are insane.
Yeah, and from that far, all you hear is... Doesn't make sense, dude. I'm not suspending my disbelief for this. All right, Jordan, however, heard every damn word. He doesn't look menacing. He looks silly. Why is he walking so slow? It's like, are you okay, sir?
You haven't seen this one? You haven't seen
I
this
haven't
movie?
seen this one.
Oh, it's a good one.
He took like a cyanide pill, so he's like all fucked up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. That's like kind of the origin of the villain.
Oh, but not in this shot.
Not in this shot. No.
Okay, because I was like, oh, he took a cyanide pill.
Oh, he's
okay, that
dying.
Not. He's
That's why
not
it's
dying in
slow.
this scene,
No,
but
okay.
he's not all there.
Okay, sure.
Eating each other.
He's a slow walker.
Until there are only 2 left.
This guy will get killed in New York City, man. Can you imagine someone walking that slow? He'd be absolutely murdered, dude. He wouldn't make it out alive.
Until there are only 2 left. 2 survivors. And then what? Do you kill them? No. You take them
I do love this
and
actor.
release them into the trees.
It's a great scene.
But
I
now
don't
they
know
don't
why
eat
shitting on
coconuts.
it.
It's not.
Oh, this
Not-
is the flip a coin guy.
Yeah, the
Hey,
flip a coin
yeah.
guy. He's great. I love him.
No, they only eat rat.
Now, why is he looking down at him?
What the fuck?
The perspective makes no sense.
Okay, Chad.
Did he sit down?
Yeah, Chad's saying he's tied up.
Yeah, he's tied up.
Oh, he's tied up? But like, look at the perspective. Okay, so he's sitting.
He's sitting with his arms.
Oh,
behind
I
his
thought
back.
he was just really short.
But look how the camera
Oh.
goes forward. Hold on. Hold the phone. The camera goes forward. It's head level. Okay, now it's looking up. Okay, I see.
Wow.
I see what happened.
You thought you knew more than Roger Deakins about how to shoot a movie.
If I was Roger Deakins, whoever the fuck that is, this scene would have been a lot cooler.
Okay.
And then what? Do you kill them? No.
No.
You take them and release them into the trees. But now they don't eat coconut anymore. Now they only eat rat.
So is this not a proverb or something, or is this no? Is this like he actually got it from James Bond movie?
It has to be
Coconuts in
probably.
Barbados.
I'm sure it probably is some like little folk tale that's been told for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny, but it's
I
hard-
like to think that he got it from a
Yeah,
James Bond villain, though.
Yeah. There
And
it
that
is.
does seem likely because he's obsessed with media. So I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like,
that's where
you
he
know,
heard
in the
it.
James Bond movie, he said that rats eat each other instead of the coconuts. And then they didn't want the coconuts anymore. They just wanted rats.
Rats will dance for money if you pay them.
Don't you understand? Twitter's a rat hole. They trained me to eat the rats.
A rat hole.
Oh, here's an unrelated one. Theo Vaughn just came out powerfully against his old podcasting network. I've been talking to him a little bit about it. This is a pretty crazy story.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, is that clip in here? Because I see this. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So he was asking me like, man, how do you do this? Because, you know, I have a bit of a reputation.
I want to talk about.
He's like, I've never done this. I was like, dude, ain't nobody ever get away with fucking me over. That's the deal.
Wait, so he talked to you before he did this?
Yes.
Oh, and you encouraged him to do it?
I encouraged him to do it, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were like...
Well, I was like, look, just, you know.
For it.
See, it's funny that I wouldn't give anyone else this. I wouldn't give myself this advice. But I would say, just clear it with the lawyer, you know, about what you say and stuff. But he did it. And I'm happy for him. I'm proud for him because these snakes, these fucking con men, these thieves in this business, they need to be humiliated. They need to be put a light shined on. And apparently, Cast, which is a huge podcasting network. Now, I don't work with any of these motherfuckers. You guys know me. I'm independent. But apparently, as Theo Vaughn explains in this clip, they were paying them less and less. So how it works in this business with ads is you do the ads, then the company in between collects the money and then pays you like within a few months after, or sometimes it takes even longer. I don't know why. And so he said as they were working, they got less and less money, and this dude was just keeping all the money. And apparently he stole like $4 million from him and his friends in this network.
That has been tough for I want to talk about something. Our podcast was defrauded. We were stolen from. We were taken advantage of. A lot of ways to say it. The company that did it is Cast Media, and
I thought they were like a big reputable company.
We talked about them before. I just don't recall why. I sort of remember the name and I see it in my history, but I don't recall why. I feel like someone else was complaining about them.
Bobby? Oh, I guess maybe I shouldn't say it publicly.
Whitney.
Maybe I should beep that out.
Yeah.
I said Bobby, but maybe it's fine. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. I don't remember. But he said a bunch of his friends got stolen from, so you can use your imagination there.
the man that did it is Colin Thompson. And I'm going to put his
I love that too. You know how I love that shit. Puts his picture, he says his name.
Hell yeah.
And that man is Ryan Kavanaugh. Oh, no, sorry. Different story. Just kidding. Ryan has nothing to do with this. That was just a joke.
Picture in here. And it's, I don't know exactly how to say this. I'm going to do my best. We're part of a larger group of podcasts that were stolen from, right? We were part, in total.
I would suggest going and watching it. But the weird, shady thing is Ty Lopez is with Cast Media.
Yeah.
Knowledge, my brother.
Knowledge.
They're like, good. Luckily, his podcast didn't ever make any money.
Here in my garage.
So we got no problems. No, but I think like Logan Paul was with Cast Media. I think all kinds of fucking people were. But it's weird. So this company Cast is they're filing for bankruptcy apparently. But at the same time.
No. I don't think so.
That's what Theo told me. He told me, I guess so Live One, which is another big ass, Podcast One is another big ass podcasting company, okay, who's trying to get their IPO together. Now,
so what it is there's a company, Live One, that Podcast One is a subsidiary of, and they're trying to spin off Podcast One into its own business and take that public. So it's currently owned by Live One, but soon they want to make Podcast One a standalone company.
So anyway, Podcast One is acquiring Cast, who owes people all this money. And then apparently, according to what I heard, is Podcast One is now trying not to pay, which doesn't make any sense to me, because I would assume that they would assume their liabilities. So I told Theo, you got to sue Podcast One. You know what I mean? Oh, and also they're hiring the guy that stole money from all of them. And then they said, we're not going to pay you back. We're going to give you stock options in our future IPO for the money we already owe you.
That's right.
That's fucked up.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I don't know who this guy is. This isn't the guy. But seems like a really big scheme, a really big organized scheme. It's real dirty business, man. So I support you, Theo Von.
So when does someone sticking in...
One more time here, because he says it a few times. This is the guy.
It just...
Whoever you are.
The whole thing to me felt really seedy. And the worst part to me was, I said, well, what about Colin Thompson?
That's
I said, that guy's a crook. And they said he's going to be... he'll be... They said we felt like he's done a good job and that he would be part of the team still.
That's crazy.
So how?
I remember what I said. He says, "How do I do this? Like, how has it worked for you?" And I'll say, "I'll be honest. Like, sometimes it works good. Sometimes it ends up being a fucking shit show. But I just would do the right thing." Let's see. I was like, sometimes it works. Like BBTV, that worked out great. Other times, you end up getting sued by a billionaire 4 times. So it's kind of a crapshoot. You never know.
You never know.
But you do the right thing, and then you let the pieces fall where they may. So I know it wasn't easy for him to come out and do this. It's not his forte, and I wish him well, and I hope justice is served. To what did Theo Von say again?
He's gonna be.
What was his name?
He happens, then we'll get a share of our money, right? Like, it just, the whole thing to me felt really...
Oh, here he spells it.
Thompson.
I just want you guys to know that this is the man. We put his picture up on the thing, on the YouTube. And the amount of money that I
should have guessed you had something to do with this. This is so Ryan Gay.
Okay, well, hold on. I didn't give him specific notes.
I got you.
I didn't orchestrate the damn thing.
Yeah, I understand.
From other people, podcasters, they said is over $4 million.
I was just trying to support him.
People are saying Hassan's old podcast was on Cast Media.
Dude, they were involved in a lot. I don't understand how could they. So then Theo also told me that they're alleging that they're going to go bankrupt, and that's why they can't pay anyone back. So the whole thing is really confusing.
I see.
But then somehow at the same time, Podcast One is acquiring them. I don't know, man. Ugh. These people are scumbags. That's why I don't work with them, frankly. I'm out. BBTV was the last one I was like still affiliated with. They're out.
Yeah, it's just the shit's fucking wrong.
Who is this guy? Do we know anything about him? Colin Thompson? He's just some podcast guru?
Well, it just sounds like he works. It's one of the ad
You're not
agencies.
that guy.
You know what I mean?
No, they're more than that. They do like the production and stuff and everything. The cast. They're like a key turn solutions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he is the
Turnkey.
founder of Cast Media, right?
It's just a loan.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, his Twitter bio says founder and CEO.
Oh, so he's the fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
And I love now that they're hiring him. That's like Chase Bank going and hiring Bernie Madoff to handle their investment portfolio.
Rip to the goat, dude.
Let's go ahead and throw it to Detective Ted Bundy to investigate these murders. So my support to Theo and all the other people who got burned. Hell no.
Cheers, my dude.
Cheers. Also, moving on, I needed your guys' opinion on this because I didn't quite understand what was the implication of this. So an old picture of Tate and his brother resurfaced at Supper Club in London. So I didn't understand.
Gay?
Is it a gay club? Is that what it is?
I don't think it's specifically that it's a gay club.
So then what's I don't understand the
It looks like a burlesque theme, at least.
Yeah, it's
Or like-
burlesque theme.
Oh yeah, there's women in the background. So who cared? What's the own? I don't get it.
To be honest, I kind of felt the same way.
Oh, okay.
I think just if they're posed together.
I mean, it does look like
shirtless, theatrical.
It looks like they could be at a gay club. Which
What
I
is
guess
Supper
kind of
Club?
funny,
Is
but-
that? I mean, they include the name like it means.
It's not a specific club. Yeah, I looked into it. It's just a name for
Huh.
like a place that's like a bar and hangout.
The top comment is because I'm an island boy, including what, that they have an incestual love.
Well, he's
for each
holding a
other?
whip, no?
Yeah.
BDSM.
Yeah, it's like a bit ironic, I think.
I'm gonna-
because they're very
with
much
this whole-
Not very alpha.
It's not very alpha male. I think
Not
that's
at all.
what's funny.
Yo, brother, you want to go to this BDSM club and?
Maybe it's like an eyes wide shut type deal, you know.
These two are way too comfortable doing sexual things in the same vicinity. Well, yeah, you know they.
Yeah, I mean that is true.
You know that what they do.
I guess
all that.
that's the island boy implication.
Here's the place on Google Maps with reviews. Wonder if this was the gay bingo night or the one with the prowling men. I don't know what that means. But okay, so apparently it's not as.
Well, a lot of people did. I mean, they blew up on the subreddit.
That's what I was saying. I just
Yeah.
I needed some clarity because I just didn't quite get it.
So who is gay?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. I don't know who's gay. And frankly, it's not our place to ask. Okay. I did not fart audibly. What the fuck? Why would you even say that? Somebody said that in chat.
What? Did you?
Dude, my ass is so far away from the mic. How would you even hear that?
I mean, if you really ripped one, you could probably hear it a little bit.
So what does it matter if it's a BDSM club, though? I mean, we know
we
we've
know that
seen a
they're
video of
into
him
that.
beating women up and
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, we're into that."
Yeah, exactly.
Ethan, you look more Jewish now that you're losing weight.
What does that mean?
Interesting comment.
I'm gonna call that a backhanded compliment. You know, but thank you. I think. Not really sure. There is some funny Jay Shetty stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Martin actually called out Jay Shetty, our water sommelier,
Oh, this is a tragic day.
for having Jay
Don't
Shetty
make
have
me
some
choose.
quack ass water guru on. And I knew when I saw this, I was like, Shetty, are you really that guy right now? Get a load of this. This guy just won Podcast of the Year. Thank you, Martin, for bringing truth to the people.
First of all, it's 60%.
Not a single ounce of that is in this form.
What?
If I drink this water, it's going to feel good. It's going to feel like I'm hydrating myself for a few minutes. But I'm going to pee this out in the next 45 minutes because this pure water has no reservoir in my body.
Yeah, correct. We're not a camel.
The vast majority of
I mean, this is pure nonsense, this guy. And then, what, Shetty, you don't look into this? You don't ask him any questions? You know what I mean? I think Shetty even posted this on his main social. This guy's talking about crazy shit.
the water within my body is actually
the water within my body is actually made of crystals.
For this to turn into a crystal, it takes a complex relationship to a vast array of salts, mineral amino acid complexes, and protein structures.
Let's get some facts to this video. Hello, everybody. Here's Martin, your personal water sommelier. So first of all, it's not true that water needs to be crystallized to be absorbed by your body. I think he gets confused.
I think those are called stones. Bladder stones? Kidney stones?
Oh, I see where you're going.
Yeah, I don't think you want water crystallizing in your body.
Got it.
Don't think so.
Minerals and electrolytes, what needs to be in water to actually absorb water. So hydration is the key of H2O plus electrolytes like calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium. This is what your body needs to absorb water, but water by itself does not need to be crystallized. Additionally, your body is very sophisticated and knows how much water it's needed. So that's the reason we are slightly thirsty. Therefore, your body signalizes us you need to drink water. And because water is a liquid, it gets absorbed very, very fast. Up to 5 minutes after drinking, it's already been absorbed by your body. And it really depends on your hydration of how fast you have to go to the restroom after drinking water.
Go ahead,
It
Martin.
can take up to 20 minutes when you're fully hydrated, or
Are you watching this,
over
Shetty?
several hours when you're dehydrated. So no, it has nothing to do with the form of water, how fast you have to go to the restroom. So this whole idea of water needs to be crystallized to be absorbed by your body is, sorry, nonsense. Cheers, my friends, and remember, water is not just water.
Cheers.
Sometimes it's crystals also. I mean, if you use your brain a little bit, you can just, this is obviously such nonsense. He goes, yeah, if you're drinking water, you think it's hydrating you, but it doesn't at all. It just passes right through you. What? We all know that's not true, right? Have you ever been thirsty? Yeah, that's bullshit. It's actually your body lying to you. It wants crystals. Thirst is like the most basic survival instinct to animals that have all lived on this planet. You get thirsty, you drink water. Yeah. No, that's bullshit, actually. I'm telling you, man, it's not like that. And Jay Shetty's like, oh, yeah, dude, crystals, bro.
I feel like I'm hydrating myself for a few minutes.
But I'm not.
But I'm going to pee this out in the next 45 minutes because this pure water has no reservoir.
Bitch, so according to you, dummy, when you pee out water, it should be perfectly clear. Because if there's any yellow in it, then it means your body's processed it. Dumbass, loser, moron. Who is this idiot?
Yeah, what?
I need crystal. I smoked some crystal meth, actually, before coming on here. I love crystals. Water crystals, methamphetamines, they're all good. Yeah, Shetty, that's right. I'm watching. I'm paying attention. And I haven't forgotten. I heard Shetty had COVID and was trying to infect the president. That's just based on something I invented in my mind right now.
Based on the guy inside my head.
Yeah, Shetty got close to the president. Weapons aren't the only thing that can kill a president, especially at that age.
Mm-hmm.
Shetty's eyes could probably do it.
Right.
Just look at him once.
Brazzo's about to retire, dude. The Gaze of Miracles is right damn here. I'm not feeling his hair right here so much.
He belongs in the Oval Office. Wow.
Don't you? Shetty's hair looks better now than it did then. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like.
for sure.
He did something nice with it.
Yeah. It's just off.
All right, Shetty. I see you. I'm watching. Crystals. All right, let's talk about passenger of 8. 8 passengers. This story was something we talked about last week.
8.
A big and developing story about this freak, Ruby Frankie, who was running, surprise, surprise, a family vlog channel right here on YouTube. And surprise, surprise, she was committing severe child abuse on her kids. Actually, and this is triggering, so I guess put on your earmuffs for the next 5-10 seconds. She was duct taping her kids' hands and feet and starving them to the point where this all came out because her youngest daughter, who's like 12, son, or one of the kids who's really young, broke out of the basement, ran to the neighbor's house with duct tape on his wrists and ankles and begged for water and food.
Jesus.
And he had open cuts on his body, too.
Yeah, he had to be taken to the hospital to address his wounds.
It's fucked up.
And the other kids that they retrieved from the house had to be taken.
And you know what was happening meanwhile? She was filming a mommy podcast upstairs with her partner.
Right.
How to be a good mommy. Starts with good duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
Being a good mommy starts with Gorilla Tape.
The right type of tape.
Mm-hmm. So the story's been developing. One of the neighbors said they've been trying to interfere for at least a year. So more's coming out that suggests that The authorities, the Utah Division of Child Family Services, have known about this. They had long been worried about the kids. A neighbor stated that Ruby kicked her husband, Kevin, out of the home last year. That was another question we had about like the husband's involvement.
Yeah, there's some stuff about him in
Yeah.
this. It's a little unclear what he's doing right now and how much he partook in, but he was present for like all of their vlogging and stuff, so people aren't
Right.
letting him off the hook yet.
I don't want to give him too much benefit of the doubt, but the dynamic of this relationship definitely would suggest that it's possible that he was also
It's definitely possible.
he could be both.
Either, yeah.
Perpetrator and a victim.
Mhm.
Because for sure that dude's a victim of her. Everyone's a victim of that freak. They said that her youngest daughter would roam around the neighborhood, and it seemed that she wasn't in school. That is like so sad to me. Especially when you see how in the middle of nowhere they lived. Just kidding. They don't apparently live in the middle of nowhere. Continuing. We know that Chad's the husband. No, who's Chad?
No, Chad is their oldest son. Kevin is the father.
Okay, Chad's that poor guy who lost his bedroom privileges.
Yeah. Yes.
We know that Chad lived with Kevin and Ruby and the other 4 kids. We don't know if Kevin made efforts to gain custody of the other kids. So, Chad lived with Kevin. Okay, the oldest was living with his dad, and Ruby had the other 4, who she was actively torturing. But now what I understand is the father gained custody of all the kids, right?
So page 6 reported that, so his lawyer released a statement that said his urgent focus is to simply keep his children together under his fatherly care. And page 6 took that as the kids are staying with him, but it doesn't definitively say, so I didn't necessarily want to.
I mean, it's suggested, if that
It
was
does
his statement. Well, do we have his statement?
That's literally the entire statement.
What, is
that
it
his
in
lawyer
here?
Gave.
Oh yeah, here it is. So he released in the scope of all these terrible things coming out. The dad, Kevin Franke, released one tiny short statement through his lawyer. He said, "Urgent focus is simply to keep his kids together under his fatherly care." That's it. That's it.
Like, does that mean he's trying to get access to all of his kids so that he can keep them safe, or is he saying that he has them? It seems vague.
More so about who has custody.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of trying to understand why so little was said. And usually when you put out statements that are so succinct and through a lawyer, it's just to basically reduce your liability. So this man is definitely trying to cover his ass right now in that statement. There's no other way to really interpret that. Urgent focus is simply to keep his kids together under his fatherly care. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cryptic. What is fatherly care, bro? I don't like that. It sounds. We already tried that in the Mormon church. The fatherly care thing. These kids need a different approach. The father, you know what I mean? The father let those kids get duct taped in a basement. Where were you? Right? Like, even if he was a victim, I mean, should have, like, gone taken on that shit. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's hard because if he does too much, he's going to get, like, completely shut out, probably from the courts, right?
It's true. It's not that simple, I guess. Not that
like
simple.
the neighbors tried.
I would love to know kind of, I hope it comes out what his involvement really was and
Right.
what he's been doing to try to help his kids. But Kevin was part of Connections, which is this podcast Ruby started with her freak business partner who was keeping the kids in her basement. This woman, Jody. Dude, the Dateline is going to be so sick on this. It's probably they're probably working on it, dude. Those fiends don't miss.
Yeah.
2020 Dateline, they're out there right now. NBC reported that Ruby Franke, as well as Jody, her business partner, have been formally charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse. Each count carries a prison sentence of up to 15 years and a fine of $10,000. Let's go. What are the chances that they get 90 years, though? That's not happening, right?
0, probably. Yeah.
But why not? They should never be released. They're obviously a danger to society and to their children. I mean, if I was one of her kids, I would not want to know that my mom was back out free. Okay, so there was another part of the story. So her eldest daughter had put together a Google document to organize all of the misdoings of her mom, to have it, keep it all in one place so that if she needs it in court or otherwise, she's got it. And it was just a huge document. So we went and grabbed some stuff out of it. And here's 4 things that her own daughter highlighted. Here's Ruby saying her kids are starving, but they can eat until they cannot eat until they do chores.
And my kids are literally starving. I hesitate to say this because it's going to sound like I'm like a mean barbarian, but I told the kids, I said, I'm not even going to let you eat breakfast until you get your chores done. If I let
This is a common motif I found in her. She withholds food from children.
Fucking gross.
That's like your basic fucking obligation is to feed your damn kids. They didn't ask to be born. You know what I mean? They did not ask to come out of you. You made that choice for them. The least you could do is feed them.
Silly woman.
So crazy. How do you become... The other weird thing is her sister made some kind of statement that was like suggestive that they had a normal childhood, which I don't know how you become this fucked up from like a normal upbringing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible.
And my kids are literally starving. I hesitate to say this because it's going to sound like I'm like a mean barbarian, but I told the kids, I said, I'm not even going to let you eat breakfast.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy the food in prison, fucker. Enjoy the gruel. Oh, god damn, dude. That thumbnail looks insane right now. Hold on, I gotta order my lunch. Everybody's
thumbnail?
You sent me in Discord, it pulled up like a image of the food.
Oh, you're freaking out about the food.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're in it for the long haul, people, so we gotta eat.
That's right. You guys take comfort in knowing that I'm ordering right now because that means we're here.
Yeah, I had lunch.
You
don't think
okay?
it'll be a
You're
short
good,
ep
Ian.
today?
You don't need anything.
No short up today?
You don't need anything there, Ian.
Yeah, I had lunch.
Okay, cool. So Ian doesn't need anything. What am I feeling today? I don't want to go too crazy, you know. There's this Mexican food cart we get from. You know.
Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Tostada burrito? Yo, that sounds kind of fascinating.
Tostada burrito? What makes it Ow.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I might hit the all-meat burrito.
Those are gnarly, bro.
Well, I don't like...
I know, like, I've seen that some places do that.
Yeah.
I think it's authentic. I've seen, like, it's, like, kind of hardcore. But it's literally just meat.
I love that.
It's pretty intense.
Tell me about it. Looks good.
Okay, go for it. Now, I like a little meat, but the all meat is just doing too much, in my opinion.
I'm the opposite. I don't like the other shit.
You don't like
I don't
other
necessarily need just meat, but, you know, the cheese.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
I got you. You know what? I think I'm going to try this tostada burrito.
Know your way around some meat.
Soft tostada burrito.
Give it a shot.
Thank you.
Give it a whirl.
Thank you so much. Thank you. With peace and love. Moving on. Thank you, everybody. Love, have you ever had a horchata?
No. Oh, wait, is that the milk
It's
thing?
rice milk and cinnamon.
Oh,
Really-
I have had that. Yeah, that's delish.
You like it?
Yeah, that's absolutely
I was going
delish.
to say you should get one, but you can if you want.
I might. Yeah, I might. Shit.
You got me.
Yeah, I like them a lot. It's like a liquid churrito.
Right.
No, yeah, right?
Yeah. Churro.
Churro. I thought it sounded weird. Liquid churro.
So moving on, Ruby is taking Christmas away from the kids. She's literally the Grinch.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, this woman is apparently like
I'm
she's a
scared to
Mormon.
share this because
Well, you don't get to celebrate
Knowing
Jesus'
people these
birth
days
if you're
are-
a bad kid. You don't get to do that.
Silly woman.
I'm like,
Privilege.
isn't that kind of like a big day in your religion?
Yeah.
Kind of like the biggest.
It's a privilege.
Sorry, Jesus, you'll have to wait till next year.
I don't know if people are gonna.
So here she is.
No.
No Christmas presents for their selfish young children.
Shut up.
How they're gonna share this because knowing people these days, I don't know if
Dude, whenever she starts with, I don't think I should share this, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
People these days are way too sensitive, but yes, I starve and humiliate and chain and torture and torment my kids. Okay, fine.
people are gonna, how they're gonna respond. So Kevin and I, we have 6 children. The 2 youngest are showing long patterns of selfishness. They have been showing.
Bro, you're talking about kids, dummy. How old are they? Long patterns of selfishness? What
the fuck?
You talking about like what, a 4-year-old? You selfish little. Also, you know what could cause selfishness? Like hoarding, being forced to hoard things because your mom is chronically taking it away and you don't trust your parents.
2 youngest are showing long
She is
patterns
sick.
of selfishness. They have been showing, through their choices, their unwillingness to repent, their unwillingness to feel sorrow over some pretty egregious choices.
How old are her youngest?
Wait, let's hear the egregious choices that these 4-year-olds made.
Repent!
Hold on. I need to hear her out first.
That they've made. So Kevin and I have decided that we are going to give the gift of truth to them this year for Christmas. We are going to give them the gift of
Gifts of truth. She even made a little damn.
Oh, she's got a graphic. PowerPoint.
You did a graphic for this.
Cool.
The gift of
Gifts
truth.
of truth, validation, vulnerability, curiosity, clarity,
Christmas.
Forgiveness, repentance, boundaries.
love, empathy, compassion, forgiveness. Who's forgiving who?
This chart is not very clear because are those 3 like at the bottom, honesty, responsibility, humility, are the 3 columns above in those categories? Are we?
I think it's safe to say that she did not draw this inspiration from any established
Yeah, this is a mess.
doctrine.
Validation, vulnerability, curiosity, and clarity is part of honesty. Okay. Forgiveness, repentance, boundaries. These are all the things that I don't care about. Boundaries.
boundaries, and
her
we're going
2
to give them the
youngest
gift of
now are 10 and 12.
So I wonder how long ago this was. Now, who cares?
Somebody in the chat said 4 and 6.
No shot. She was saying
That
her
would be
4-year-old
fucking
is showing
insane.
signs of selfishness. Whoa, you're a demon, actually. Wow, I hate her. She is so vile. She is so vile. Why would you do that to beautiful, sweet kids?
Somebody donated and said she seems to be extra cruel to the youngest.
Oh.
You're supposed to be extra cruel to the middle child.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
what
the
the
memo.
fuck?
Did you get the memo?
Like
Oh.
Tito Jackson.
Oh my God, that makes my heart break for this poor kids, man. Everyone deserves a mom they trust and love, not this freak.
This is like a big part of why school food is free in Sweden, and the argument behind it is for kids who's like poor or have like weird families at home, for them to at least have 1 meal a day. And I think it's so fucking weird that you guys don't
Yeah,
know that.
that's why they do it here. That's why we do it here too. It's just we don't give a fuck.
Right, exactly.
Some places do it.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. to
And then
me
some
that-
places are like, man, those starving kids, it's their own damn
like
fault.
it doesn't even have to be that good. Like fuck, just some rice, some.
Actually, I think it's even worse in America. I think there's like a large percent of kids who get their most calories from the free school lunch. Like it's like an alarmingly high percentage of kids.
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, food insecurity rates are really crazy.
California has free lunches, right, Dan? Pretty sure we do that. We rock that here.
For school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we didn't.
Well, it wasn't universally free.
Just
It was-
for low income.
Yeah, they had these like tickets that they hand out are
So
sent to
how does a
low-income
kid?
families.
How does a kid with like negligent parents prove that he's low income?
Yeah, no, you can't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, prove it. You need to bring me your parents' pay stubs. Prove it. Stupid. Crazy.
Prove it. So we sat down with them and we told these two what our expectations were again. And we let them know how deeply sorrowful we've been because of the choices that they've been making.
Deeply what?
Sorrowful?
Oh, sorrowful?
What are these
Now,
words?
guys, I have a 4-year-old son, and he is very mature, and he's fantastic, and he understands everything. But the idea of sitting down and giving this boy a ultimatum to not be selfish, I mean, this is insane. Last year, California began providing free school lunches to all kindergarten through 12th graders, regardless of
Hey.
family and income.
That's nice. Cool.
And that's why I love this beautiful state.
I still remember when I was a kid, because I think a couple years my family was low income enough that I had the tickets, but other years I didn't. But I remember the meal was 35 cents. It makes me feel really fucking old because I don't
What the
think
fuck?
anything in the world costs 35 cents anymore.
It was, well, we're basically
This is
the
like-
same age. Mine wasn't that. It was like $5 or maybe $3 or something.
In elementary, I'm talking like little kid.
Oh God, I just had another. So when I
'Cause
was,
I remember my mom would give me a quarter and a dime to buy lunch that day.
I think you're right. Actually,
It's
I remember
crazy,
the
right?
quarter and the dime.
What?
Yeah.
So let me tell you a story, and this is gonna freak you out, love. When I was in kindergarten, there was days when we would go to the cafeteria, or it's like first grade or something. I don't know. It was all elementary school, and I didn't have money, and I would go. You'd have to go to the office and get a loan.
Alone.
There was someone in the principal office who would loan you the 35 cents, and they would write down your name.
Wow.
And make sure that they got paid back.
Yeah. Make those kids fucking pay. Come on.
Although she was probably doing something really sweet from just her own personal wanting to take care of the kids.
Sure.
But that's just how desperate it was. There was times when I didn't have the money and I just didn't eat. 35 cents. They just wouldn't serve me.
That's so fucking wild.
Also, it's kind of humiliating that, and like you don't want to ask for help. It's just really humiliating.
Yeah, definitely.
Man.
It's fucked
I
up.
haven't thought about that in a while. Yeah, that's sad. Really sad.
And how it's affected their teachers at school. It's affected their peers. It's affected our home, the siblings. And we
Who were
just laid
they?
it out very
Who the
clear.
fuck were they?
And we told them.
Yo, question them. Who are these people? Oh, is that her partner, Jody?
No.
Who's Walter White here?
You for looking up.
Siblings. And we just laid it out very clear. And we told them that this year they are not going to be visited by Santa. So they will, and we prepped them. We let them know that the
Santa's dead.
Christmas morning.
Children, I have to break it to you. I killed him. Because you don't pick up your clothes.
Santa's fucking dead.
Every time you don't pick up your clothes, Santa gets another bullet hole.
Their 4 older siblings. will
But did
be
you do
getting
Santa when
Christmas
you were a
presents.
kid, even though
No.
you're a Jewish house? You didn't do Santa at all? No.
Not at all.
We did.
My dad was staunchly anti-Christmas.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
totally
he was
makes
against
sense.
the whole. He was like, "We're Hanukkah. We're Jewish. We don't do the Christmas shit."
Yeah, we did both.
Yeah,
We do
dip.
both now with the kids.
Yeah, we double dipped in our house.
We did both too, like Ramadan and Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
That's fun. You got to do Christmas. I mean, it's a national holiday for Christ's sake. You know, the Christians. It's about the presents.
It's
Jesus,
civic duty.
Jesus.
Every
is very-
American should have to celebrate Christmas.
Listen,
No.
Jesus is a very, very, very secondary aspect of Christmas.
Yeah.
That's Santa's day, bitch. Take the back seat.
True. It's not
Supposed
wrong.
to open, and that they will have the gift of love from their dad and I.
Wow, really
Because we
feel the
want
love.
them to
So much
really
love from
have a visceral experience that
Shut
hits
up,
them.
bitch!
So up until
That's warranted.
now, I was really hoping that like keeping them home from school and wiping the floorboards would like really bring pain. Like
Girl, are you listening to yourself? This is like an Oliver Twist style boarding home.
Yeah.
Like you're making them clean the walls and
it's an orphanage
until they suffer. So to teach them suffering. I mean, who are you?
keeping them home from school and wiping the floorboards would like really bring pain. Like,
should she suffer?
Like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
I really want to change this behavior that I've been exhibiting. And it didn't.
That's because they're 4. That's not how you change the behavior of a 4-year-old, you dumb fuck. Evil. God.
Wasn't painful for them. They're like, oh yay, we get to stay home from school and clean floorboards. This is kind of fun. It's like, so, you know, they've
They were
had these
loving it.
visceral experiences, you know, and they haven't affected them. It's because they're so numb.
They made
And so
the best
more
of that
you-
horrible situation, so clearly I had to punish them further. You know, they weren't crying, their knees weren't bleeding, it just wasn't enough.
Numb your child is, the greater experience, the bigger the outcome. They need to wake them up. You're not going to push a boulder with just your hands. You need some real leverage.
Who the
And
fuck nominated this woman to even give people advice as a mother? Like, why are you...
She has a family vlog channel.
Like, what are your credentials
Yeah, that's
exactly in
Yeah, no.
That's huge.
child development?
She has a family vlog channel.
She's speaking like she's some damn guru.
And a big house.
the biggest leverage that a little child has is probably Santa Claus. And so I expressed to them that I love your soul more than anything in this world. And I literally would do
Just be clear. I love your soul. You, I'll fucking torture and punish.
Right, because she practices non-unconditional love for
No,
children.
she said that.
Right.
No condition. I love your soul unconditionally.
Right.
So that when you die, we'll remember you fondly. But until then.
But
you suck.
I hate you.
Oh, you're nasty. You are fucking nasty. I hate her.
to invite you into repentance. And I know parents say that. I would do anything for my kid. But really what I think most parents are saying is I would give anything to you if I would pay any price monetarily.
Right. You mean a selfless act of love. That's not what she means, is it?
I don't know how many parents are actually willing to put any boundary in place that would bring a turnaround, that would really bring repentance.
Yes.
So
No parent has ever adequately parented their kids before until her.
that is our gift. Our gift is a reflection of truth to our child of this is how selfish you have shown up. And it's not like once or twice. It's not 1 week. This is like months and months and months and months and months you have shown up this selfish. And so I'm going to reflect truth to you equally, which is about
It sounds like torture. It's like you will admit, you will submit to the truth.
about the equivalent of Santa not
Should
coming.
she suffer?
Yes. Yes.
All right, clap if you think she should suffer.
So there's that.
Wow. That was something.
Really nasty stuff,
A
man.
turnaround that would really bring repentance.
I would love to know the examples of selfishness. That I would love to know what, in her opinion.
Yeah, she didn't give many specifics.
Probably because she knows it sounds absurd.
Yeah.
Wait, did we change food spots?
Yeah, so I didn't want to interrupt, but
don't show the screen.
We showed the wrong. He didn't. You're good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we realized it was the wrong restaurant. It was a similarly named one. Also,
So you guys don't want from that one?
We want this one. This is the one that we've ordered.
This is the one.
This is the good one. When you see the pictures, you'll be like, oh yeah.
No, yeah. Oh, dude, that club sandwich looks fucking crazy. Some of you guys might know this, but at Mexican restaurants, they sometimes dish out the craziest sandwiches, hamburgers.
Really?
I remember, 'cause I haven't eaten meat in a long time, but yes, the hamburgers at the Mexican places.
They slap hard for no reason.
True.
For no reason.
And the fries.
Is there any elements of like Mexican cuisine in there, or is
No.
it a normal burger?
No, it's just kind of an American
American-ass
burger,
food.
but they just know
They just
how
do
to
it.
grill it up.
Hell yeah, dude.
God damn, they got some good ass looking sandwiches here. I didn't know that. Yeah, they have a burger, and you know it slaps, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
I already got my eyes on something else.
Okay.
What are you getting?
I don't know. Is it identifying to say the name? of it?
No, every Mexican restaurant has the same menu.
Pretty much.
California burrito.
I mean, yeah, like every place.
That's an iconic.
That's a Cali burrito, bro. You got to call it Cali burrito.
Cali burrito.
I'm not a huge fan of the California burrito, frankly, but I respect it. I don't like the French fries in there. It gets
That's
soggy.
the
that got me
good part.
excited,
That's
dude.
the good part.
So then that's why I don't like it.
I'm curious if I want chorizo in there or asada.
I'm an asada boy. The
Yeah.
chorizo gets a little much for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
But
go
do you
with
like
asada.
ground up sausage? I mean, that's what
Yeah, I
it is.
tried it the other week and it was really yummy.
So maybe you're a chorizo boy.
All right.
Try something new.
Yeah, I'll go for the chorizo then. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Dude, this looks.
Fuck it, bro.
Yeah, this shit looks insane right now, dude. This shit looks insane right now. I literally can't. There's so many things I want here.
It does look quite good. While you're figuring that out, let me read. Go ahead, Zach.
We got folks in the street, ain't got nothing.
Oh, come on, Zach. Really? I'm just getting lunch, man. It's not that serious.
Milk and welfare.
God, if you're 5'3",
300 pounds.
taxes ought not to pay for your
So much feeling.
Dude, I'm just getting lunch, man. Can you give me a break, please? Bro, okay, what? So I'm not supposed to eat the lunch? Fine, Oliver. You don't look to me like you skip many lunches, buddy. God damn, man. So judgmental, bro. Like, dude, I'm
Such
just
a cheesy line.
It's just
Every time
lunch,
I hear it,
man.
it's worse.
I've lost a lot of weight, Oliver. How dare you judge me for
300 pounds.
I've been good. All right, I think I know what I'm gonna get. I'm afraid I'm gonna regret it though.
No regrets, dude. No regrets.
Dude, the Molita look crazy right now.
Yo.
Those are so heavy though.
Dude, I was eyeing that.
They're good, dude.
That
They're
looks
good.
I never seen anything like that.
Here's what I want. Dan, I'm writing it.
You write it.
Is it insensitive that we're talking about starving kids and then ordering fat fucking Mexican meals?
Nah. I don't see any issues with that.
Not until you say it like that.
I'm starving, please. I need food and water. Yo, those Molitas sound good.
God, that looks good. let's just get it all.
They're eating now.
You kids want anything?
Yeah, they're eating good now.
Somebody's
California
feeding them.
kids are
Dan,
good.
what do you think about my choice? Do you think that's a crazy order or?
No. You're right. They got some good sandwiches there too.
But then the meat's probably not that impressive. But
I can't comment on that.
Know your way around some meat.
Mm-hmm. You're the expert.
All right, I'm gonna get that. See what happens.
Just get it.
It's fun.
Just get it.
All right, moving on. Ruby says she and Jody don't care if their kids hate them. And again, these are the clips highlighted from her eldest daughter in a document
I have each
that she's
shared
been saving.
a very lengthy document.
Right, in
These
case
are
she
just
needs
4.
one day to share this with authorities or somebody somewhere.
Smart.
So here it is. This is her and her business partner. She's the lady who's the kids were tied up in her basement while they shot the Connections Mommy
You gotta have
podcast.
your business partners back.
Respect.
That's just good
That's
business.
your girl.
Respect.
I just peed in my basement.
Pose before
Oh, you gotta have each other's
Babies.
back.
pose before babies,
Yeah.
as you all know.
Don't you know when your girl's
Wait, what's her
duct
name?
taping her
Jody?
kid? Yeah,
Pose
Jody.
before Joe's. Or no, Joe's before.
Babies.
Doesn't work.
Joe's before babies.
It doesn't work. All right.
We from 8 Passengers address the fact that people keep saying that her kids are not going to talk to her anymore if she keeps treating them the way that she has. Her daughter's already come out and said.
What?
If you go forward, there's a little commentary over the beginning of the clip.
She's not talking to
It's
her mom
almost
anymore, but in this new video, Ruby just doesn't seem to care.
Jody and I have each shared an example from our own lives of what real love looks like, which isn't what the world thinks is love. They push back and say, whoa, that's mean.
It's not me it's not the whole world that's wrong. Or no, it's not.
It's me.
The whole world that's wrong, not me.
Me.
That usually is correct.
Going to.
Sometimes it's correct. Usually not when you're beating your kids, though. Sometimes it's brave to stand up and be different.
Yeah.
Unless she's just beating her kids.
Right, unless you're
starving
your
them.
kid, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know.
That might be a little too different.
Starving them and
Like
stuff like that.
what's an example we can think of? Martin Luther, the great reformist.
Yeah. Like the original Martin Luther?
Like the one who put the
right, yeah.
paper on the door.
Or Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith, the great reformer.
Yeah.
And
The second
in a
Protestant
weird way,
Revolution.
there's a thread directly from Joseph Smith to her right now. Actually, a pretty direct thread.
Yeah.
So she's Joseph Smith for a modern day. People say don't beat your kids, but I say, what if?
What would Joseph Smith do?
That's
know
how
what's
you know
wild?
you're
Like-
a good mom.
like-
when you end up in jail.
25 years ago, maybe even as recent, you could do anything to your kids pretty much and nobody would ever say shit or ask any questions. But this is next level. She's just telling the world about it. I've been over to a friend's house when I was a kid so many times and their dad just comes out and like belts them.
Yeah.
You seen that shit?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I feel like hitting your kids was still fair. Like it was definitely on its way out, but yeah, I definitely had some friends whose parents smacked them around.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Because I mean, my dad spanked me, but he wasn't trying to hurt me. He wasn't angry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas
Well, even that is seen as, really harmful nowadays.
I would never do that to my kid.
Right.
But I think my dad, he's just a product of the old time. He doesn't know better. He's doing the best he can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all of our parents.
My
that
dad
was
probably got
common
his
when
ass
they were
beat.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah. But it scared the shit out of me when they would do it right in front of me. Like they'd come down with a belt and just start beating the shit out of him. It happened twice in 2 different houses.
Damn.
Like, whoa. Guess my dad is kind of nice compared to this.
Right.
Be loved. Your children are going to kick you out of their lives. So when people say, well, if you do that, then your child's not going to trust you. If you do that, then your child's not going to love you. Well, exactly. I'm just revealing that my child is refusing to love unconditionally. I don't want anyone in my life who's not going to be loving. So if my child will only love me if I give them what they want, then that's not really love.
Why are you having so many kids when you clearly hate children?
I wonder if Casey Anthony subbed to this channel.
Probably.
What the fuck?
Unconditional love for kids
Bless you.
is the biggest myth facing parents today. In truth, it's true though. My son only loves me when I get him dinosaurs.
Right.
It's when he loves me most. And that's why he has 1 million dinosaurs. Teach him young. Buy their affection.
Right.
This takes a very strong soul because most of us are not even.
I
willing-
can't. Sorry, I keep pausing so much. They're so self-congratulatory about
Yeah.
being demons.
Right. No, they have strong souls.
That's it. We
High
do it.
level. She's like at least a level 12.
Thetan.
Yeah.
to consider not having our children in our lives. And I hope that you'll reconsider.
Oh my God.
Reconsider having your children in your lives.
Jesus.
Think about it.
Everything wrong with 8 passengers in under 8 minutes? Is this one good? Have you seen that? 911 dispatch audio? God damn. Ruby Frankie's sister speaks out. Is any of this stuff worth watching?
Olivia, what do you think? Are you familiar with any of these?
Ruby Frank 911 call dispatch audio.
Yeah, there are a bunch of, because all of the channels were wiped, there are just a bunch of like clips that have been downloaded, and pasted. The doc is a super good like hub for all of the info if you want like the good clips.
Okay. Well, here we have one more in our document. Ruby left her 3- and 5-year-old unattended while she was napping and got angry when they tried to make food. Dude, that's like real a 3-year-old attempting to feed itself. I mean, that's pretty incredible for that 3-year-old. That's a lot to ask. Like, again, I keep thinking, you know, my 4-year-old son, when he was 3, the thought of him getting food for himself is pretty wild. So that's desperation, I think. God, she's such a demon. This is the stuff she's willing to talk publicly about.
In a townhouse, and there were a lot of stairs that went up to my bedroom, and the family room was down a long flight of stairs, and I put my 2 children, my almost 6-year-old, she's probably 5, and then Chad, my 3, almost 4-year-old, on a couch, and I put on a movie, and I said, I am going to go lay down. Do not move from your couch. You got your blanket, you've gone to the bathroom, the doors were locked and bolted, and I said, I'm going to go lay down. I'm going to lay your sister down for a nap, the baby, and I'm going to go lay down. And when I come down, I will get some lunch for everybody, or a snack, or whatever it was. So they were fed, they were full, they were emptied, and so I thought, okay, everything's good. And I made it very clear. I said, do not, under any circumstance, go into the kitchen. Do not.
It's a 3-year-old. I don't know how many of y'all have spent time with a 3-year-old recently, but you can't really make these complicated kind of requests to a 3-year-old.
Do not go into the kitchen. You just stay right there and watch the movie for an hour. And I went upstairs and laid down. And an hour later, I came downstairs.
Kind of psycho to go up to your room and sleep in the bed.
Yeah, I'm not a parent, but you can't leave a 3-year-old alone, right?
Oh, hell no.
No, fuck no. That's crazy, right?
But, like, if you're going to take a nap, do it, first of all, I think most responsible parents, they don't just take a nap. You might just fall asleep because you're so fucking tired.
Right.
But the idea of going up into your bedroom, you know, is crazy because kids need help sometimes, man. A lot of times.
Yeah, like what if like he chokes? I don't know. Is that
That's a dub for her, I think.
Right, yeah. It's like that wouldn't necessarily
That would teach them repentance.
wake her up.
3-year-old could need help at any second,
Right.
at any moment.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And the movie was still going, and they were sitting on the couch, and they were cuddled in their blankets. I thought, oh, good. They did what they were told. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so relieved. Okay, so I went into the kitchen to start preparing some food. And as I walked on the floor, my feet went, they stuck. They stuck. I'm like, my foot is stuck to the floor. And as I lifted my foot up off the floor, it went, like you could hear the stickiness. I could hear it with my ears. I thought, oh my gosh, what is on this floor? And I took another step, and my foot stuck and went, like it was like just sticking on the floor. And I thought, what is this? So I did what any mother would do. You know what I'm going to say, young moms? I knelt down on the floor, and I smelt it. And I couldn't quite tell. And I stuck my tongue out, and I licked the floor. I'm like,
You licked the floor, you fucking weirdo.
I hope it's shit.
I would not. I would smell it if I was curious what it was. I would not lick it.
Right.
I would not lick the floor.
My tongue.
And I licked the floor. I'm like, this is pineapple juice. What in the world? How did pineapple juice get on the floor? And everywhere I walked.
The fact that this is like such a calamity in her mind, like a little pineapple juice on the floor, it's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
But stuck to the floor. And I thought, what? How? I'm trying to put the pieces together. Like, what happened? So I called my 2 kids, and I said, come here. And they came over, and I said, do you guys know why this floor is sticky? No, we don't know. And I said, this floor was absolutely clean before I went upstairs. I went upstairs for an hour, and I came down, and now it is covered. There is something that's going on, and one of you, or both of you, knows something, and you're not telling me. And I'm going to stand here until you do. And my son said, I know why it's sticky. I said, oh, and why is that? Well, I thought I cleaned it up, but I guess I didn't. Him saying this in his, 3 or 4-year-old vocabulary. He showed me that in the fridge there was a big Tupperware of pineapple with some juice in it. And he said, I went into the kitchen and I got the Tupperware of pineapple and I opened it to get some pineapple and it spilled and went everywhere. And I hurried and picked up all the pieces of pineapple, and then he showed me, he said, I got a paper towel and I cleaned up all of the mess and put the lid on and put it in the fridge so it didn't look
Honestly,
like
that's pretty sweet
Yeah.
of him to actually do that, all that.
Yeah.
Like a 5-year-old, do you really expect a 5-year-old's not going to clean perfectly? But
No, do you understand? It was sticky.
Yeah.
It was very sticky.
At that moment, my world crumbled upon me. What is this sticky? That's actually really mature and impressive that he did that. Sounds like a great kid.
there was anything wrong. Well, you as anybody older than 4 years old knows that if you have pineapple juice and you take a paper towel and you soak up the pineapple juice, you're not actually cleaning the pineapple juice. You're just making.
Oh my God, she's judging his clean job.
What the fuck?
Dude, that's crazy.
Every person over 4 knows about pineapple and how to clean the juice, obviously.
Whoa, dude.
That's a bizarre take.
So her take is that you, because you're lazy and not a good person, you tried to trick me and do a bad job on purpose. Wow. Her mind is a dark place.
Making it look like there's no pineapple juice. And so I looked at him, and here's where the compassion comes in, and I hope that you can hear it. I said, that's a good thing that you told me that what you have done, and you didn't clean it up. You didn't actually clean it up, and that was dishonest. So I'm telling him the truth. You said you would not go into the kitchen, and you did. I told you under no circumstance are you to get off the couch, and you did. And I told you I would be feeding you as soon as I come down, and you felt entitled to go take. You felt entitled to take what was in the fridge and eat it, and then you made a mess, and then you tried hiding it by lying.
These kids are gonna be so fucked up, man. Like she's raising like kids that will be, so traumatized and incapable of being honest, and all these crazy defense mechanisms and problems.
Yeah.
What a nut.
Oh, God, I hope she suffers in jail. I was raised just like this, speaking from experience. This comes from Sumner. I can promise you that those kids are mentally much older and that the mother knows exactly what she's doing. I'm 31 and still in therapy. Yeah, I mean, that's lifelong trauma. What's going on there? Sad. Well, it's pretty depressing, so I guess I don't need to keep looking at examples. We all know that she's a fucking demon. But I hope that she suffers greatly in jail, actually. Although, on one hand, I don't think, just her. I know jail shouldn't be as awful as it is in America. But let's say this. I hope she really hates having her kids and freedom taken from her. How about that? And that she frequently stubs her toe.
That's brutal, man. Careful.
And that she has and that there's a guard there that makes her go lights out early.
I hope the floor's sticky in her cell.
Sticky ass fucking floor, dude.
Yeah. Gross.
Psycho.
That'd be kind of baller if the guard just kept it sticky all the time because he's a fan.
Yeah. He's a fan.
How's the floor in there?
Feeling a little sticky today?
Smelling any pineapple?
Lick
Little
the
prank
floor.
on a
Pineapple
passenger?
juice all over it.
Go ahead, lick the floor.
Perpetually pranking 8-passenger mom.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. She's just evil. I mean, there's really no other two ways about it.
Horrible.
I mean, at least Joe Jackson, he taught his kids to sing and dance.
Sing and dance. Like nobody else.
She's just mad for no reason.
Although it did not work out so great for Michael in terms of like,
everything.
There seemed to be some
Everything about his life.
At least slight amount of psychological damage with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the.
Can we agree on that, AB?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think that's fair. That's fair.
The other stuff we'll leave out for now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah.
That
Yep.
stuff.
We know.
Uh-huh.
Good point, though. So, I mean, I look forward to just kind of seeing what happens to her. I look forward to learning more about the dad's involvement, about her business partner's involvement, and all this kind of stuff. And I hope that these kids are able to find a good, healthy environment where they can, you know, begin to deprogram their damaged little minds from their psychotic mom, you know. Under father's fatherly care, which sounds creepy. Under daddy's fatherly care.
I don't like it.
Don't like it.
Let's see. Oh God. So EDP caught again. That's crazy. Also, it's super weird. It was
JiDion.
JiDion caught EDP again. So we'll talk about that. Burningman was a disaster. Oh, there's so much stuff to talk about. I love the Starfield pronoun drama too. I love it.
Oh, it's great.
That is also good.
So fun.
What do you guys want to hear? Maybe y'all are burned out on transphobic freaks, but it is pretty fun to make fun of them because they're just so dumb.
But that guy's such a goofball.
He's such a goofball. I had never heard of this guy, and after looking at his channel and everything, he's British quartering, like in every way.
Right.
You know what I did this morning is I went on his channel and I searched for videos with Brie Larson in the title, and he has so many.
No way!
Dozens and dozens of
Star-crossed lover.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And I'm embarrassed to admit, I used to watch this guy a lot because back in the days, he was a completely normal World of Warcraft content creator without any politics.
Is he popular?
He was very popular, one of the biggest back
Really?
in the days. Yeah, oh, big, I don't know. Very big. And it's so bizarre to see him like freak out about this.
Yeah. Well, and Jeremy used to be a magic guy, right?
Right, yeah.
And then-
No, he was no. Jeremy was a game claw guy.
He was a
claw
machine man.
Yeah, and if you were kids that sent your address to him, he would mail you his prizes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So this guy, there's this, we talked about it a bit, Starfield. You choose your pronouns at the beginning of the game. I didn't even notice it. It's so slight when I made my character. You literally, it's something that you've done in video games basically for the past decade or two. You decide your pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
You decide your gender. You decide your pronouns. And he has a complete fucking meltdown over it. By the way, the top comment, he's not alone. The top comment is, right fucking on.
Oh, yeah.
The passion and wrath made my day. It voiced so many of my internal thoughts from the last couple of years where I thought I was just being hypersensitive. Nice to know I'm not alone. But the good news is this guy's being pretty much universally clowned for this, which is good. But watch this. I mean, it's yeah, exactly.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Fuck that.
Oh,
Bethesda. There is nothing
serious.
I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world. Just think of all the planets I can visit.
Can I say this joke?
Oh, boy. All right, yeah, I buttoned that.
That's a fun. What? Why did you button it? I didn't even say anything.
You did.
Oh, because I said what it means?
Yes.
So I can't say that joke.
Not even close.
But it is-
Radioactive.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
a
it's
goblin
funny
joke.
though, right?
You got some laughs.
Like if me and you were hanging out and I said that.
Sure.
Okay.
Off the air. Off the air.
It's pretty funny. Okay. I wasn't sure how you guys would react, but apparently it was a really bad one.
Yeah. All All right, keep going.
That's nuclear, dude.
That's
Fuck.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, I'm confused why we bought on it. Did you explain it? What?
Yeah.
I
let's
said
move
too
on.
much. I said
Let's
too
move
much.
on. Let's move on. No.
Okay.
No, we don't need to move on, but I
Yeah.
said too much.
All
You
right.
said too
okay.
much.
But
People
who
would have been
who
able
would get angry? Him or like the conservatives?
Everyone.
Really, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much, Ethan.
Okay. All right. Back it up.
That's a golden goblin moment.
It's awesome.
I think it's funny. But I'm glad I asked. Anyway, continue, my friend.
All the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us.
So you can.
Okay, so before I continue, do we have a clip of this moment he's talking about where they ask? Like it's so minor. It's so insignificant.
Yeah.
I would like to show exactly what he's getting fully triggered about.
Upset about?
Yeah.
Okay, one second.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns!
Sorry to tell you, bro, but the future's going to be full of pronouns.
And the past. And
Yeah, dude.
everything.
Get used to it, brother. We're living in a pronoun heaven. Let's see. Here's the creator creation. And there's like a ton of things you can customize, right? So it says...
So,
Did he-
like, I guess...
Did it even ask him to change it? It just says he, him.
Yeah, I think it probably just defaults to that if you pick a masculine body type, and then if you want to change it, you can.
So it's not even like
I think
you
it's just the
must
fact
choose.
that it says he, him. It was especially triggering because that's like that's the woke way of having it in your Twitter bio or whatever.
And I believe you can choose they, them too as an option too. So you got all worked up over that.
Lord.
I can't emphasize how minor part this was in the character creation process.
Yeah, it seems like you said, you wouldn't even, like, you could just hit.
I didn't notice it.
Accept.
Didn't
through
notice
this.
it.
Like, you wouldn't even know.
It's literally just there for people that care. It's just it's just for people that want to have that option.
Right.
Anyone else, it's basically invisible too.
Yeah.
You know what?
But it probably has reactivity in the game as far as like how other characters
Yes.
address you or whatever.
Yeah, it
so
does.
it makes sense to have that, right? Like,
I bet it's not even that because they wouldn't do. Usually they're so ambiguous. What's it called like they don't.
Yeah,
even
when they're talking to a
address
player
you in
character.
that way.
Yeah.
So.
Hold on,
Right.
Ian. Thank you. This is perfect. This is someone doing it here. So here they're doing their character creation.
Okay,
You type the name of your
put in your
character,
name.
and then okay, Mick Ice and Fire wasn't good.
Well, you got the
Wow,
sample.
That's it.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's
Day
it.
ruined. Day
Fucking
ruined.
Current Deus.
Like
Current day
like,
us.
do you think that the game is the problem, or do you think you're the problem? Because you say every single turn I'm getting current dayed, but like, are you? I mean,
Stop living in the past, bro.
we
we live in the current
look
day,
at
right?
this, man. I mean, again, I did not even notice it. Right? See how fast that
Well,
was?
you got the
Wow.
I'm so fast.
Fucked up.
So it's good to know the context with which he's freaking the fuck out. It's helpful. One thing I will say that I love about Starfield so far, it's the only game I've ever played where it says your name. So I did Teddy because I was playing with my son.
Mm-hmm.
And so they refer to me as, they can say my name in the game, Captain Teddy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
How
That's
sick is
sick.
that?
That's sick.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they say the name.
How does it do that? Does that use like an AI
Yeah.
voice generator?
Must be.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they say my fucking name in the game.
That's
Isn't that
cool.
cool?
That is really cool.
First time I've seen that.
Because all the games I've always kind of got stuck on that. They always like, oh, the champion is here or the
Mhm.
hero is here.
Yeah.
He goes, there's like a robot on your ship.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Captain Teddy.
Wait,
that's
there
sick.
is
Sounds
no,
great too.
It says there is no AI, a pre-recorded list of set names.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see if I'm on
They
there.
just record
So
like thousands and thousands
Holy
of names.
shit.
Whoa.
I thought it was cool. I had never seen that. I thought it was awesome. So if you do
That is
like
super cool. I'm
if-
kind of blown away that it does that.
If you do Poop Feast 420, it probably will not say Captain Poop Feast 420.
That's probably why they made that guy change his name. The example we just watched.
It was just 2 letters. That's what happened. It was like MK or something.
Oh, fuck. So I can't be AB.
People saying Fallout 4 had it too. I didn't remember that. I guess
Probably because I never used a normal name.
exactly. Mine was probably something crazy too. So.
All right. So anyway, continue, my friend, in your righteous indignation.
Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
Yeah. Can you play the clown music and the honking and stuff, Zach? Thanks. You tell him.
We can't see past our own fucking reflection!
Oh, he's getting deep
That's
with it.
the level of our narcissism!
Go ahead, Zach. I'll wait for it.
My shit's glitching out. Hold on 1 second.
I thought this Reddit post was kind of fun.
If you want to keep playing it, I'll pipe it in real quick.
Wow.
I'll wait for you. It's important.
AB found the list.
What a surprise. Abdullah's not on.
Abdullah's not on there. That sucks.
I'm gonna
But we got
fucking rage.
Dan, Daniel, and Danny. And Daniel.
What is this?
I don't know, I just thought it was funny that his face kind of looks normal.
Daniel.
Looks the same upside down.
Oh. That is interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the good, he's probably already got job offers from The Blaze, The Daily Wire. They're all coming for him, you know. Rumble gave him an exclusive contract. They love it. Can you go on more rants like that? All right, thank you, Zach. Here we go. So this is more accurate.
Own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company!
Go on.
Fuck your immersion! Fuck you having a good time! Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost! No,
Hold on.
Current fucking day! Fuck off! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have
One more time.
nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired! You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing!
Wow.
Well, you got the sample. Clients are...
All right. Well done, man. Talk about virtue signaling.
I didn't make it all the way to the end of the video because I just bailed. It was too cringe, and the end there.
I mean, with
pretty brutal.
with the antics, I think hopefully we made it more fun. But man, that guy sucks, huh?
Yeah. His precious immersion, though. He's not immersed anymore.
You're not even in the game yet.
Yeah. And also, there's like a million other things that break immersion more. Like, it's
Like,
a
bro.
Bethesda game. There's people walking through the concrete and like their heads are falling
Bro,
off.
I'm walking around with like literally like 10,000 pounds of shit in my tiny backpack. Do you want to talk about pronouns breaking immersion?
Pronouns!
Stop it. I'm traveling at light speed, brother. That's impossible according to the laws of physics. You know what I mean? How am I going to travel from one star system to another with no change in time?
No time dilation.
Explain fucking that.
How do they do that?
Even theoretically, when you can time travel, there's an incredible passage of, or I mean, can travel at light speed. There's an incredible passage of time. That doesn't happen in the game. Explain that.
That's a good point.
Dumbass.
When you're when you're walking around in your spaceship, where's the gravity coming from?
They explained that. They have gravity generators.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
No, that one.
How do they work though?
Oh, we didn't get into the science of it. But you know, the pronouns is really the most inexplicable gender immersive breaking point.
Yeah.
And what's funny is it just said he, him. Because he made a guy. And it
Again,
said
if it just,
he, him.
if it wasn't formatted like that, I feel like it wouldn't have even caught his eye. It's just because he hates people on Twitter or whatever, and they have pronouns
So
listed
funny.
like that. That
I bet he still
upsetting.
played it too, dumbass.
Of course he did.
He's like, all right, anyway, let's continue on. Okay, so I'm starting, and I've got 20,000 pounds of spaceship goods on me. Okay, let's go ahead and proceed to the next location by foot. What a loser. I hope he feels dumb. Although I'm sure he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And there's like a whole, there's been kind of like a Mount Rushmore of transphobic idiots lately. There's one from Jake Paul, and there's one from the Doc, and there's one from our very beloved Rob Schneider, of all people.
Schneider. Well, the Doc one is related to this.
So let me open the Doc one first. The Doc, who is 42, apparently.
Oh, you're younger than you.
Or actually, wait, how old is he? Someone look that up real fast.
Respect.
He is 41.
41. What an old fucking loser,
Jesus
bro. Time to get a
fucking
real
Christ.
job.
Way up
Please.
there. Way
Please,
up
put
there.
down the wig, man. The gig is up. So, okay, it took me a minute to understand what was happening. So here, he is in the, one of the lead...
Head of publishing.
Head of publishing for Bethesda. In his Twitter description, it says he/him. He's trying to understand why they wouldn't pay him to play their wildly popular and vastly already marketed game.
I don't think it was even pay him. I think it was just give him an advance copy.
Well, he asked for both. He asked for both.
Okay. Gotcha.
So he sees it said he, him in the description, and then that's what triggers this whole response. He, him, got it, yeah.
Okay. Now everything's starting to make sense. Everything's starting to make sense now.
Yep.
Everything's starting to make sense.
We
Got
made
it.
We got it. We got him.
That makes sense.
I got it. So, I got to say this, Chance, just real quick. I just got to get it
Say
off my
it,
chest.
brother.
Obviously, we've been hyping up Star Citizen for Starfield for a long time. We've been making it very vocal, right, Chance?
Sounds like you've been already doing all the work for them, dummy.
We had our team reach out. Hey, can we work with you? Can we do something? Due to past controversies, there's no way we can work with Dr. Disrespect.
By the way, I talked about this yesterday on the members, but as someone who has controversies, like I never get angry that somebody doesn't want to work with me for being a controversial YouTuber. Like, come on, bro. You did the shit you did. Just own it and try to fucking... Do you want to be better and change? Or do you want to just, like, keep being the same moron? The reason why they didn't want to work with you.
Which incident do you think caused him to not sponsors anymore?
Well, honestly,
was
I
it the
haven't- well-
recording children in a bathroom again without their knowledge?
Well, I've
Maybe?
heard he cheats in games and stuff like that.
He cheats on his wife.
No, I think yeah,
that
you're
was
confused.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah, it was that he cheated on
right,
his
sorry.
wife with a young fan. Very young.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah.
My
It
bad.
could have been one of those, or
Yeah.
Well, I think he has done more transphobic stuff. I don't know. I'm not really following his career anymore.
Well, he was backing up that Nick Merckx guy when they recently.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah,
was
yeah,
that?
yeah,
It was
yeah,
another Call of Duty gamer mad about something.
It was the
Something was too gay.
protest in Glendale, I believe, about
Oh,
the-
right.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Yeah,
did
it
he
wasn't
do in
even like
Glendale?
a game thing. It was, remember there was like the brawl that happened at a school board meeting here in Glendale. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What did he say? He said
Yeah,
something
he
about
had
it?
like a take on it that.
He was pro the parents?
Yeah, he was pro the people beating up people. So,
yeah, so I mean,
yeah.
listen, Also, it's like, it's so nice of you to have this privilege where you work by yourself in such a vacuum. Bethesda probably employs like 10,000 people maybe. And, you know, they're going to be inclusive for all their employees to have a harmonious, healthy working environment. So it's nice for you to sit there and be like, pronouns, what kind of fucking a loser. It's like, go outside and actually talk and work with some people, bro. Like, try saying that shit out in public at a job and see how cool you are there. You're a giant loser. You are a giant regressive loser. You're a 41-year-old with a wig on, man. Take it off. Just be yourself, dude. I'm over the Doc character. It's been long enough. Time to move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Did you fuck the young fan in the wig, or did you take it off?
No.
Be yourself. That's what I'm saying. We got him.
How about just give me, like, let me play the game when some of the others are playing it. How about that? Yeah, that's still the case.
Well, there's not really a difference. They don't want us to be seen as, you know, collaborating with you because they don't like
kind of a giant douche.
Because they don't like the shit you do, brother.
You're kind of a big douche.
Anyways, champ, we just had to get
All
that
right,
off
go
our
ahead and
chest.
just shut the fuck up and play the game now, loser. After all the virtue signaling, grandstanding,
yeah,
they're all gonna play it. Stupid asses.
Right, yeah. Take a stance. Don't play it.
So that was Dr. Disrespect on the heels of this horrible pronoun controversy. Jake Paul, you know, this one surprised me. I felt the Paul brothers were at least savvy enough to not be this outwardly dumb about social issues. But
Jake is... I don't think so.
Well, here he is.
Logan, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Logan's a lot more savvy about it. Jake, I don't think gives a shit.
I think Logan went through extensive sensitivity training.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as you can see, he's in good company. Aiden Ross and Sneeko. And what is the first question they ask everybody who hangs out with them? Only the most pertinent thing a person could know.
Yeah, Jake, how many genders are there?
There's 3. Male, female, and mentally ill. Yeah. Mentally ill's not a gender, bro. It doesn't even make sense as a joke. Nice try. There's actually 5. Male, female, the hungry, the thirsty,
the meek,
and people who really like ice cream. I don't know. Yeah, it's like, dude, nice joke for fucking 12-year-olds. He for sure heard his dad say that joke, or someone his dad is friends with or something.
Yeah, Jake, how many genders are there?
Hey, bro, before we kick it, I got to ask you. How many genders are there? I got to see if you passed the test.
You're freaking cool.
And yet, somehow, it's the libs who are obsessed.
That's what I'm
with,
saying.
The gender issue. The pronoun issue.
Aiden is so goofy.
God, he really is such a dumbass.
Just look at him.
Yeah. 3. Male, female, and mentally ill. Yes, we fucking got him, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What about intersex? Can we give a carve out for the intersex folks out there? Red Pill Report says Jake nailed it. Thank you.
Great.
Cool.
6 likes.
Jill Biden, parody account. Actually, no, there are 6 trillion genders, buddy. Get it right.
Wow, Jill Biden.
Jeez. Spit.
Fucking hilarious right there, brother.
That's brutal.
They're really only people are really only asking to just add like they. It's not 6 trillion. It's just one more than you're used to. You know? It's not that serious. Also, Rob Schneider, who I'm shocked to see with a bad take, especially after we spoke so highly of his Netflix show, The Real Rob. truly one of the most bizarre and terrible shows I've ever seen. I watched it just out of utter horror and morbid curiosity.
Yeah,
but you watched it. Slow down there.
Zach, I'm sorry. This is insane.
He's a piece of shit, but
no, that
show is quality.
Wait, you're a fan?
Yeah, I'm a real Rob.
You should not admit that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Dude, that show is so fucking dumb. It's like such a wannabe Curb, but with no talent, no charisma. His character it is literally just a giant asshole. Like, he has no redeeming qualities. And he parades his real wife in the character.
Right.
Always putting his real wife, who's some, I guess, Mexican, super young model. And she's always in like really weird compromising positions. Because in the show, she's also trying to be an actress. And so she's like,
Bro, it sounds like you know more about the show than I do.
He said he watched.
Oh, I watched it. What do you want? I'm telling you, Rob Schneider's a demon.
He's a piece of shit. I used to like the guy, but yeah.
Me too, Zach.
I like
Yeah,
Rob.
yeah back
Here's
in
the
the days
thing.
when I was like 12, I saw like Adam Sandler and his whole gang. I was like, I'm in for a treat today.
Right.
But nowadays, they kind of fell off.
Dude, the other thing about that show, the man put an entire blue tint to all the footage so that his blue eyes popped more.
I would do that.
I swear to you, the whole show is blue. It's so bizarre, man.
I just miss when he was in the background of Adam Sandler's movies, just saying you can do it. That's all I wanted from him.
That's
go back to
all
that
we
day.
ever needed from Rob.
Is he an
even
Adam Sandler?
Even that's too much.
Did Sandler boot him?
Boot him?
Is he in Sandler?
No, they're
movies
like
still?
best friends.
Still?
He was in Just Go With It, which is like 5
Yeah,
or 7
you know what?
years
I
ago.
gotta say something. I've been seeing a lot of this since this Rob Schneider thing of like, oh, Adam Sandler, why Adam Sandler should disavow him or whatever. They're best fucking friends. You think that Adam Sandler doesn't think all of these same things? Like,
oh,
You can't make that connection.
Adam Sandler. Okay.
What? Well, why? On what basis?
Actually, let
That
me not
he's
say
best
that 'cause my
friends with
friends
Rob
have a lot of different
Schneider.
takes.
That's a hard pill to swallow. I'm not ready to come to terms.
Exactly.
He seems like such a great, wholesome guy.
I think he just keeps his opinions to himself.
Well, maybe that's smarter, Rob.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up. Maybe you better stick to acting. Sandler's also conservative. Is that right?
Is he actually?
I mean, I just read. That's just a chat comment.
Did you guys hear about the Teddy Fresh in his new Netflix movie?
Oh, that was great. I love Adam Sandler.
did.
Yeah, me too. You know, he's super talented, and I'll tell you what, man. Jack and Jill is one of the best movies of all
He's
time.
never done a bad movie.
Don Cacino, dude.
He's never done a bad movie.
50 First Dates.
Fantastic.
Love that one.
What an actor.
Love.
What an actor that Adam Sandler is. Yeah, apparently they had some Teddy Fresh in his new movie. That's pretty cool, I thought. You are so not invited to my bat mitzvah.
I actually watched it. It was pretty enjoyable.
Cool.
Wait, people are saying that Adam Sandler was a maxed out donator to Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, but you mean like when he was running for mayor?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that was a different time.
Yeah, no, he liked Rudy. He put Rudy in
People like
anger management. Yeah.
Dude, people liked Rudy Giuliani.
Rudy was in Seinfeld.
Yeah, Republicans.
Yeah.
Rudy was
Very
in
popular
Seinfeld.
Republican.
Everybody rallied around Rudy. He's America's mayor, dude. Anyway, here's what Rob Schneider said about Dylan Mulvaney. He said, if you believe there is such a thing as cultural appropriation, then certainly this gentleman is guilty of gender appropriation.
Yikes.
Rob, you did a movie where you turned into a woman. That was the entire premise of the fucking movie.
And he did a movie.
You're not the guy to make that argument. It's a dog shit argument anyways, but if you're trying to make like the appropriate, like you appropriated being a woman for a movie, literally.
The hot chick.
The hot chick.
He also did a movie where he turned into an animal, too.
Sure.
The animal.
He made a lot of
He made a lot of
he made a lot of really bad
yeah.
movies, but it's just like how did he not think about this?
Let's see here, Rob. Here you are in a. Let's see. He's in a dress. Here he is with the girlies. God, look at his blue eyes. He's doing it here too. He made them brighten his eyes, didn't he?
Yeah,
he for sure did. Like they have, like, hold on.
Oh my God, Rachel McAdams and Anna Faris were in this movie.
She has blue eyes. She has blue eyes. Why isn't her shining like a fucking brilliant emerald?
Good point.
It's a
better highlight.
But I guess I'll bite. I'll try to analyze this statement.
Real Rob season 3, January 6th.
No,
I'm making a joke.
Oh, thank God.
Gee,
The
come
fact
in-
that it
come
had
in-
2 seasons was nuts. I do recommend people to go watch it. It's such a spectacle, man.
Season 3 comes out January 6th.
We watched a few scenes. Did those get claimed? I remember back in the day.
I believe so, yeah.
Damn.
Here's a screen grab, though, if you want to show the blue tint.
Here's a screen grab. Oh, yeah, look at this. His whole show, every episode, frame for frame, looked like this. Do you see how washed out and blue it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For what reason?
Yeah, I think you identified the reason.
So weird. All right, let's break this down then, Robbie, since it is apparently a deep. First of all, love the misgendering on purpose. So the idea of cultural appropriation is like super nuanced, I feel like. You know, it's not my place to say really because I'm not really from any kind of culture that has been appropriated.
I don't think you even need to do that because obviously Rob Schneider isn't making that argument in good faith. He doesn't believe that cultural appropriation is a thing or a problem.
Hell no. Have you seen the Arab dude he plays in the Zohan?
Exactly. So it's
Well, no,
just like,
well, no, he's saying
you're
libs.
giving him way too much credit already.
He's trying to say, oh, well, libs, if you care about cultural appropriation, then why don't you care about gender appropriation?
Yeah.
But do trans people take away from the entire identity of womanhood?
No.
Are they using this idea of womanhood that's been like, it's part of like a history and uniqueness of like a whole group of people. Like, I'm a woman. This is who I am. I've grown up. I've learned what a woman is. I've been through it all.
Yeah, because
These are my people.
Being a woman isn't a monolith. That is a nebulous, constantly shifting thing that depends on a million factors, culture and context and time and everything. So no.
I think Rob Schneider is equipped to talk about what it is to be a woman. I think that he probably would be perfect for the job to talk just
as a woman himself. As a woman myself, let me say, this is gender.
All I'm saying is once you become a Fox News comic, it's game over, bro. It's game over.
Was he doing that route?
He's got a thing on what is it, Fox Nation or whatever it's called.
Oh God.
That's death. That's death.
They take like the worst comedians and revive them because you can't find any damn good comedian who's gonna go do right wing shtick.
Well, they do have Roseanne.
They have Roseanne. They have that dumb moron from the Dave Chappelle movie.
Jim Brewer.
Yeah, Jim Brewer, who is just a maniac.
He used to be so good too, because he did a bunch of shit on Howard all the time. But he's just he fucking idiot now.
He got COVID brained.
I haven't liked Rob Schneider since what he did to Howie. When he
oh yeah, that was fucked. That was fucked. He did Howie wrong, man. Can I open this? Is this gonna get claimed?
Was he the one?
I think you could show. I just like a sec maybe.
He did Howie so wrong for this.
Yeah, I don't know. It might get claimed. So.
Oh my gosh!
Nice to see you.
Oh boy.
This is so fucked. This is a caring man right here.
Can I say though, at least a little bit in Rob's defense here, maybe not the best gig for Howie to be a talk show host.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
to defend Uncle Howie, he probably thought every guest would have some respect for the host.
They probably briefed them ahead of time, like,
Of course
hey,
they do.
please don't shake Howie's hand. He has OCD.
Yeah.
And so Rob was like,
you have to go out of your way to be a douche about it, which he did. And
No.
clearly.
But like, the talk show, you're shaking hands, you're saying hi, you're hugging. It's a very kind of,
It's all
right. But I imagine in 99.9% of cases of people that went on that show, a stage manager was like, "Oh yeah, just a reminder, don't shake his hand." It's like, "Oh yeah, okay, I won't do that," and that's it. It's pretty easy to overcome.
They'd be like, "No, fuck this
as
guy."
long as you're not Rob Schneider and you're not like, "No, fuck that."
Show us.
Show us what?
Semen.
Semen? Okay. Well, anyway, I love Howie. I would never do a single thing I mean, we must cherish him. And Rob Schneider, shame on you, man. So, gender appropriation.
I'm sorry, I just love Rob saying, you got to get over it. You got to get over it, man.
Oh, was he saying that? Wait, we got to pull that because that's pretty relevant to him.
It's like right when he sits down.
Yeah, French people. no, it's just
Hold on, let me go back. I gotta see this wisdom from Robbie Boy on how to handle OCD.
I get the back. You're in good shape. Thank you, buddy.
You don't even understand right now what's going on in his head.
No, I have no idea.
I can actually hear.
I'll
Saying,
find out.
oh, look, the lady's right there.
Did he say it? Did I miss it?
I think it was before they hear. I'm finding the exact moment.
I'm gonna go do it all again, you guys. It's so funny. He's tiny.
Oh, okay. It's at 35 seconds.
He's tiny, man. How tall is he? Poor Howie. He's trying to play it off, but I know he's dying inside.
Goatee Howie era.
I like the goatee Howie.
He just said it.
Get over it.
You got to get over it. He's 5'3".
That's my favorite advice for people with any problem. Depression, anxiety, OCD. Get over it.
It takes him a second to get on the stool because he's under 5 feet tall.
Even like with deaths that were close to you, it's good advice. With grief, get over it.
Right.
Right? Can you get Purell?
Yeah.
No,
it's
Rob.
fine. You got to get over it.
No,
What a dick, dude.
No, I have a. But then you just, you just gotta. What, are you afraid of anything? Are you afraid of anything? I actually have antibacterial gel that I actually use that too. But you shake a lot of hands. Yes. Thank You're fine. I'm like a surgeon, man. I do this too. I get the back. You're in good shape. Thank you, buddy.
You don't even understand right now what's going on in his head.
No, I have no idea.
I can actually hear things. Oh, look, the lady's right there. In the second row has antiseptic wipes.
Bring it on. Throw it.
Poor Howie.
I'm going to come get it.
I got some right here.
Hang on. It's okay. You're a good guy.
Wait, let's...
There you go.
That was a good throw, damn.
Sorry, Rob.
No problem.
No. He's the worst. Yeah, he sucks.
Jesus.
So anyway, sorry, Dylan Mulvaney, that you have to go through all these psychos targeting you for no fucking reason. Because you were on a beer can? Damn. Who's this, Zach?
This is Jeff Tate, the lead singer for Queensryche.
Oh, my God.
And what about this?
Looks like Howie.
Okay,
Not at all.
I didn't say it.
Literally
because
zero.
It's just too random. But hold on, I have another.
Are you gonna play that video?
That's a real guy.
That's Jeff
That's
Tate,
a real
yeah.
guy.
He does
I
not
thought he looks like the villain from the Command and Conquer video game series.
That I see more of.
Kane.
Mm.
That could be Howie right there.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Throw that out there.
So that's that. Shout out to the Mount Rushmore of transphobic morons today. I like calling these people out because it's like they're so privileged. Dude, look at his eyes. Oh my God, look at Rob. That's how he presents himself to the world. You didn't even blue those. I know it. Look at these guys. Love them. There is only 2 genders. We're marching on Washington. These libs are talking about gender and trans people too much. So we've started an organization. We're going to dedicate 40 hours per week to it. We'll organize these marches every week.
They're like transphobic Power Rangers.
Yep. Awesome.
I'm close enough.
Why do you just leave them alone, y'all? Weird. All right, moving on. So we have to talk about EDP and Burning Man still. God damn. Where's that food at, though, for real?
Ooh, I was just thinking that. I'm hungry.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
We have like 15 minutes.
Hmm.
Let's see, what is this? Oh, God.
What does that mean we have 15 minutes?
Well, technically, I'm supposed to end the show in 15 minutes, but that's not.
Oh, you have to leave at 4:30?
Oh.
No, I don't. It's just,
Oh,
it's
okay.
that's my target
Interesting.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
That throws a lot into disarray, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Fucking A.
All right.
Frick.
What is there something I missed about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The EDP thing we haven't talked about yet. We have to talk.
True.
It's like the second thing in the title.
All right, so EDP, as you guys know, Eat That Pussy, it stands for.
Hell yeah.
An old contributor to our show. I've often funny to remember that, eh?
Yeah.
He used to be the shit back in the days. He used to be really
I thought
funny.
he was so funny.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy is nuts.
Yeah.
Like in a funny way.
Yeah.
Eat That Pussy, 445.
Sorry, I just wasn't expecting those words to come out of your mouth.
That's his name.
That's what
EDP stands for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty crazy.
You just threw me off guard. I'm sorry.
He was caught trying to meet a... Okay, so previously, this was a huge story we didn't really touch on. He was previously caught trying to meet up with a 13-year-old. It was, of course, orchestrated by a vigilante sting operation. He was 30 years old at the time. He had 2 million subscribers. He was actually doing quite well. He was getting more and more attention. But his excuse was, I was just going to get some cupcakes and then go home, which has turned into an iconic...
And fist bump.
Fist bump and a cupcake.
Fist
Oh, they
bump.
have the logs of him being, sexual with her and stuff.
Yeah.
Fist bump?
Fist bump?
Fist bump?
If I don't...
And so
yeah.
since then, his life and career has absolutely cratered, as you can imagine.
Surprise, surprise.
I heard he was even trying to get like regular jobs, and people were just calling and sharing all this story. Like he couldn't do basic functions of his life. Although I have seen videos of him going viral on TikTok since, that people are just like, yeah, that's EDP.
Yeah, he's like a celebrity on TikTok.
He had a video of him like eating a cupcake and making a joke about
Yeah.
it.
Do we have that?
Let me look.
He got banned off TikTok.
So people were fucking with him because he was just like, yeah, dude, I'm a pedo. What's up? Yeah, it was him eating a cupcake. And people were like, yeah, let's go, EDP. It had it had so many views and likes. I was flabbergasted. Oh, here's the re-upload of it. Yeah, this had hundreds of thousands of likes on TikTok. That's our boy. He got his cupcake, y'all. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm on my way to meet another 12-year-old.
Jesus Christ.
So there's like an addition. He sent like a picture of his shit to the decoy.
Oh God.
Yeah, in the toilet.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
She's like, check this shit
Sent
out.
her a picture of his shit in
Yeah.
the toilet
Yeah.
to romance.
Out of the blue. Out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing the shot log here. Just
He sent a dump in a toilet
Mhm.
to a child.
That's right.
Fucking creep.
So, okay, so anyway, years after the notorious cupcake incident, JiDion, Whittian as we call him, confronted EDP 445 about those events with the full video on the topic, promising to shed light on his activities since he was banned from YouTube. So wait, this video is not out yet. So what, he meets up with EDP?
Yeah, he posted a clip on his TikTok, on JiDion's TikTok right here.
So here, apparently, they got him again. But I'm confused about the timeline. Was he making a documentary with him and then this happened? Or was this part of the sting? I don't get it.
So there is a recap under the clips and the doc.
Okay, here, let me read this.
Yeah.
JiDion contacted EDP for an interview. Of course, why not? You know what I mean? Hey, we can make a few bucks off this pedo. Let's bring him on. EDP wanted to be paid for the interview. JiDion said no. Okay, fair. Despite being rejected, EDP joined JiDion's Discord server and started DMing with a 15-year-old girl there in JiDion's community.
Yeah.
He sent the girl dick pics. JiDion has a whole chat log of him being creep with this girl. That's kind of on you, bro. As you literally invited him into your community. What could happen if I invite this pedophile onto my show to interview him?
I hadn't thought of that.
He kind of.
It's not a bad point.
He kind of mentioned it. JiDion said that he was kind of
responsible.
Yeah,
he
felt
was like that. I
responsible
fucked up.
to his.
Okay, I'm glad that he recognizes that that was probably not a good move.
That's why some people, even though you know it's going to be views, it's just maybe not always worth the combo. JiDion says that EDP was trying to meet up with the girl on her 16th birthday in Nevada. 16 is the age of consent in Nevada. So
16 is the age of consent.
Keemstar was coaching him.
God.
JiDion caught wind of this, spoke with the girl and her parents. Law enforcement is involved investigating the crime as well. JiDion said he might go back to court with this girl. JiDion and another To Catch a Predator-style YouTuber, Skeeter Jean, confronted him outside his dialysis center?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a place to blitz someone. Does he have kidney failure?
Yes.
Remember, I think he's quite ill actually.
Too many cupcakes.
Like, might not be long for the world ill.
Is this related to like?
I think he has severe diabetes.
Okay.
So too many cupcakes.
Too many fudge rounds.
This is just what Oliver Anthony was warning us about.
It looks like he's lost weight, frankly, in this though. Skeeter Jean is. Oh, Skeeter Jean is in chat. Interesting.
Yeah, he's saying yo.
Hopefully, okay, what's up? Hopefully you're not like the last dude, because that guy was a weirdo. But if you're in this chat, you probably rule. The first guy who caught him was ended up being a real weirdo.
The
right?
guy who made the cupcake video himself ended up having what was it? Was it actually?
I think
he was also doing stuff.
I don't want to speak out of turn.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
I
So
remember
I
something
vaguely
like
remember that something happened with that.
It was, yeah.
Guy who made.
What's up, Skeeter Jean? Thank you, brother. Thank you for your work, brother. Skeeter Jean, you a legend.
He has 800,000 subs.
How many?
800K.
Skeeter Jean, you're a legend. Thank you for your work, brother. Send me his channel. Let me peek at it.
Okay. Moreland. Yeah, this guy.
The guy who caught him the first time, not Skeeter Jean, the legend.
Bryant Moreland.
Bro, you literally said to skeet a predator? Isn't that mean to come on them?
Yes. Yeah, that is what that means.
Professional Chris Hansen impersonator.
cookies for you?
Yo, you're skeeting on predators? I guess in a sense that's gets tasted their own medicine.
All right.
Fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, this previous guy, the Moreland, was previously accused of talking to underage girls.
Dude, that's so gnarly.
So
not Skeeter though. Skeeter's our boy. Some of these are wild, Skeeter. I'm gonna sub because I'm gonna watch these vids. I was unaware of your content. But I mean, the titles are pretty wild. 30-year-old man brings contraceptives for a 14-year-old girl. Predator lies his ass off for 30 minutes and claims his baby mama set him up.
Did you bring condoms?
I'll just click one real fast. I wonder what, I don't know what Skeeter looks like.
I have some questions, that's all. Okay.
Oh, God, dude. These videos are so freaking wild. Oh, this isn't like a real cup. This is like a bounty hunter type of situation.
Yeah, probably.
Or just security. in
Security,
case they end
which
up
is a
being
good idea.
dangerous.
Maybe another Skeeter.
Which, yeah, is like, that's always my concern with these, amateur pedo hunter ambushes or whatever is.
These guys have nothing to lose in that moment.
Exactly. But like, weirdly, it doesn't seem to happen. And I don't know if it's like the type of like psychological profile of these people. Because like on the Chris Hansen show too, they would always just like kind of shut down and like just
They
be
become
like, oh, you got
super
me."
docile.
Right,
and,
exactly.
like, obedient.
Right. So like I guess most of the time it's probably fine, but you'd think, like you said, like they got nothing to lose at that point. I'm surprised it doesn't turn violent.
I think in their minds they think like, if I cooperate, I can maybe win him over, and we can come to some agreement.
That's exactly it, because they don't know the cops are behind the door. You know, when like Chris says, "Oh, you can leave."
Like, let's figure this out, dude. I'll be totally honest with you.
Skeeter said that dude's a security.
Oh yeah,
That's smart. Good for you. Okay, brother, I gotta hold you down now. It's time to do the skeeting.
I don't think.
Sorry, Skeeter.
I think the slang has evolved.
in person, like, all right, no,
from back
like,
in our days.
just leave. This isn't right.
If your gut feeling was telling you not to do it, then why'd you keep going?
I don't know why I walked in here. I should have just went like, yeah, no, never mind. I'm done. I don't want to do this.
Gotcha.
I really.
I like your voice, Skeeter.
And you know,
wish you guys would just let me go home.
And you know,
the
not
police
to,
coming and
Nick, not to mention, you could have potentially, you know, ruined a child.
Are you trying to sound like Chris Hansen, or is that just the vibe?
He sounds
Thank
just
you.
like him to me.
It sounds like he's trying to do a Chris Hansen.
I think so too.
That was his profile. It says professional Chris Hansen impersonator.
I'm Chris Hansen with
Oh
Dateline
my
NBC.
God, these fries. All right.
Oh no way.
Anything.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
fucking go. Let's
Perfectly spiced.
fucking go.
Sorry, Alfredo. This is a perfectly spiced French fry.
No way. I got
Yeah.
French fries too. Let's
No
go.
way.
No way. Ketchup?
Thank you.
Yo, that
Cupcake?
crisp was crazy.
Ketchup?
Fist bump?
Apple.
Fist bump?
Oh, if you guys want to know what I got a club sandwich.
Holy moly.
Somebody donated $2 and said EDP was IMing. IMing. I haven't heard the phrase IMing in a long time. EDP was IMing my high school girlfriend like 7 years ago.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
it seems like
He's busy.
it seems like he was doing this to a lot of people.
Dude, I'm gonna hit some Cholula on this shit.
So
Sure.
Can't wait.
Shout out Skeeter.
He's just said, thanks, Poppy. I like yours too.
Oh, thank you, brother.
About the voice, I assume.
Yeah.
Team Skeeter?
Team Skeet. That's actually the name of.
Yeah.
Those are the people that send my dad. the
Yeah.
shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Team Skeeter.
Team Skeeter.
So I'm not Team Skeet. I'm Team
Smash
Skeeter.
that
Yeah.
button.
That's funny. Anyway, here's the rest of the video.
I'm just seldom at a loss for words. You know, 2 years ago you were caught. Kiss my ass.
What the fuck is JiDion wearing? Oh, is it supposed to be a
Cupcake.
cupcake?
That's awesome.
Yeah, what is he just?
He's a cupcake.
He's just as a cupcake.
Oh shit!
Okay, that's pretty.
No fucking way he set up as a cupcake.
That's awesome.
By the way,
That's a Whittian moment.
EDP is so like he's been through this. He's like, bro, I don't care.
Not again.
He's straight up like, suck it. I don't care.
Gross.
And yeah, this was in front of his dialysis.
Jeez, I guess that's a good place to catch someone. What are they gonna do? Not go to dialysis?
Right. Good point. It makes sense.
You know.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
This is not a fucking joke, man. I'm just seldom at a loss for words. You know, 2 years ago you were caught. Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. I love that. He's just like, yeah.
I'm not talking to you. He's talking to you. My nigga, this is bullshit, man. That y'all doing right now.
He really has a problem. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He couldn't even help himself. JiDion's like, yo, let's do an interview. He's like, cool, I'm gonna come try to prey on your fans real fast in Discord. So I guess the video's forthcoming.
Cannot
Video's
wait.
forthcoming.
Here's another clip of EDP sting up going around. Let's check it out. New footage dropped.
Could you answer me that, Bryant?
Oh my God, bro! You was doing a straight Chris Hansen. That's
It's
funny.
so spot on. It's crazy.
So funny,
Oh man.
Eat that predator.
Bryant, don't be like this, Bryant. I just have a few questions. I want to know what this picture is of you with the makeup on. Do you recall this picture, Bryant?
Oh.
Right. Bryant, can you look here? I just want to know what this is.
Interesting.
Like, what in the actual fuck is this? Bryant? If you could guess, Bryant, why do you think we're here? Could you answer me that, Bryant? Bryant.
The dialysis people will be like, well, oh, you're back. Yeah, I
what
think
the
I need a
hell
little
is
more
going
dialysis.
Don't be
on?
like this, Brian. I just have a few questions. I want to know
Can I
what
get
this
some more dialysis, please?
You got to see the photo, Ethan. I think you missed it when it popped up.
Of him with makeup?
Yeah, do you see it?
I did. Did he
pictures
send
of
that
you
to the
with
girl?
the makeup on. Do you recall this picture, Brian?
Sorry, Alfredo.
Why did he do that?
I'd love to know the context of that.
Bro,
you know?
they probably took over the chat and fucked with him or something. No?
Oh,
yeah.
like to humiliate him.
Yeah, that would be my guess. That's sick.
I'm so excited for this video, dude.
Sorry, guys, I'm starving.
You're suggesting that they took over as the girl?
I mean, I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
That
that's a
would be
good
epic.
guess. That's a good guess.
Brian, can you look here? I just want to know what this is. Like, what in the actual fuck is this? Brian? If you could guess,
Even
Brian,
JiDion's
why do you-
telling you to chill, Skeeter. All right, I'm gonna watch it. I'm curious. Fuck it.
That's so funny.
So he's really dying? That's pretty wild. Just from kidney failure from diabetes?
I think so.
Hmm.
It wasn't.
He's pretty young.
Somebody back me up here. I feel like.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's like a known thing about him, right? But
How old is he? He's pretty young.
I think he's in mid-30s.
He's like
Right
30,
around our age.
Jeez,
31
man.
or 32.
Eat that insulin 445.
I feel bad for him. If, you know.
This is a fucked up thought, but do you think like if he thinks he's dying, this is like his last ride? He's like, I'm on my way out anyways. Because I was like watching this, I'm like, how could he be that fucking stupid to do it again?
Well, his life is already fully ruined. Like he already has nothing to lose, pretty much. And if he's dying, even less shit.
Yeah. This is his Breaking Bad.
God.
No.
You can't get
No, I think that's seriously something to factor in. This dude is dangerous. He's dying. He's on the loose.
Yeah.
He's gonna be doing some shit.
He's like Batman. He doesn't fear death.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot believe he got cupcaked.
What?
He got cupcaked. And he's wearing pants that says raw dog it. Can we get the messaging here? Who are we raw dogging, JiDion?
I need some Twitter notes on this.
I remember we went through this with him. He's raw dog in life, right?
Oh, we asked him that?
I think.
Okay. Does that mean he
Don't
doesn't
quite
have,
remember.
does that mean he doesn't have health insurance? What does that mean?
He's a professional raw dogger. That's
He's just a professional raw dogger, dude. Just raw dog in life.
Okay.
Self-explanatory.
It is really sad, honestly, because he was really a funny, wild character, you know?
I mean,
he had a lot of fans, a lot of supporters.
Some of the funniest shit I've ever seen on YouTube, I think. But it's disgusting, you know?
Oh, yeah. So let's see. Here's a link to the interview.
JiDion did an interview with
bro,
Moist Critical.
it's just so funny how
Before he even put the video out.
Correct, and the summary that's above is the interview from.
Wow, so we're doing a lot of press here.
Yeah.
For the cupcake tour. In additional circumstance, EDP thought he was doing a Discord interview with people. JiDion disguised himself and used the name EDP Lover. And then proceeded to surprise EDP on the call. Link to the clip.
That you're passionate about that other people can't do, you know what I mean, at your level, you know what I mean, they start making up shit and they start trying to make your life as miserable as they possibly can. And that's what, and that's basically all this shit is, dude. I mean, you know, hate, jealousy, you know what I mean?
Jealousy?
He's
This man is literally, I don't think he can lose more.
That's
what it is. What do you do with that hate?
I mean, me personally,
Cupcakes. That's what he does. What's up, Brian? Yeah! Remember me, nigga?
He hung up immediately.
You're goated! You're fucking goated!
Did he bail? He just turned it
Yeah,
off.
he hung up. Like instantly.
It's all you, bro. You! Yo!
The internet's version of To Catch a Predator.
Don't get your tag. Get the tag.
So wait, this video's been a long time in the making, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's my understanding, yeah.
He didn't even want to post it this early, from my understanding. He wanted to wait till he got arrested, but something got leaked, he explained. So he decided to just post it now. That's from what I understand watching his stream.
JiDion said he prepared to hold on to this for about a year until, shit was figured out legally.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if the police told him to wait. There it is. That is EDP and JiDion. A collab, you might say. They did a collab together. How's the food?
Amazing.
What did you
So
end up getting?
fucking good.
Well, so I got a California burrito, and it's busting. And the fries, the chipotle sauce, whatever that is. I'm hitting the Cholula. Life is beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Can I borrow some of that real quick, Lup?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over there real quick.
Real quick, Skeeter said we caught him like a month ago.
Okay.
Really? A month?
So have you guys just been sitting on it, or have you all been like editing and working on
lab.
it? Yeah, in the laboratory. All right. I mean, I'll give him a JiDion for this. You know, we'll give him the JiDion. Although, if anyone got the dub, it was obviously Skeeter.
Sure.
He did all the heavy lifting.
He did the voice.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Burning Man then. We've done it all. I gotta say, the club sandwich.
Yeah.
Not the best club sandwich I've ever had.
Right.
Very soft.
Regret.
I feel like there's got to be textures.
Oof.
It's just very soft the whole thing, which kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Very soft. You know what I'm saying? Burning Man is over. How do they continue after this year?
I've actually been wondering.
Dude.
Like they might... is there a chance that they lose their permit over this? It's pretty bad.
I think so. People left so much shit, dude.
Yeah.
People were abandoning like campers, tents, trash. I mean, God knows there's got to be metric tons of just garbage littering the desert out there. But I feel that their identity is
garbage.
They're a little confused. Burning Man. Who's the man exactly? Because
the big statue thing.
It's the effigy that they burn.
No, I know, but like, what man are we talking about? Because
I don't think it's a specific man. I think it's more
the man.
Mr. Piker is one heaping, helping hunk of a
What does that have to do with anything? The man that they're burning seems to be attending the festival more and more every year.
I see what you're getting at.
Like, it is the hotspot for NorCal Silicon freaks.
And influencers from LA and like yeah.
Which man are we burning exactly? Right. Are we going to? I mean, if you guys start burning people alive there, that'd be a different story.
Whenever we talk about burning the witch,
you know what I
the
mean?
era where we used to burn the witch.
Exactly.
That era never really stopped.
I bet the hardcore goers probably agree with you. They think it's like been
well,
the old heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And not just that. It costs like $7,500 to get a camping spot to go there. So it's obscenely expensive. You have to have a ton of money and the ability to take like a bunch of time off work to drive to the middle of fucking nowhere There ain't no poor people at Burning Man. Not one poor person at Burning Man. So who's the man exactly we're burning? I think if we wanted to burn the man, we just blow up the whole damn festival. Which I don't have the technology nor the determination to do. That was a joke. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say their website does say they have low-income tickets.
Yeah,
available.
right, dude. Burning Man low income project. Give me a break. Okay, let's say you're poor. So how much is the low income ticket?
$225.
That's a lot of money. $225, and then you need to have a job that's flexible enough for you to go take a week off. I don't know how long Burning Man is.
You'd need a week off. Like between the travel out there and everything and back.
A means of getting there. This is not a poor man's game. The whole idea of Burning Man is just a fucking joke, the way it's become now. I mean, maybe it was interesting when it started, but it's really just become it seems to me just a festival of fucking heathenism and debauchery for super rich people to pretend like they're normal folks. And I mean, the people that do the stuff there, it's like so over the top. It's so expensive, so intricate. The costumes, the sculptures, the cars, everything is so fucking over the top. You kind of got to be a millionaire, to be honest. So, I felt recently that Burning Man is quite a dumb thing to begin with. It takes place in Black Rock Desert in northwestern Nevada. Burning Man, 7 days. It's less than I thought. It's $575 plus 140 vehicle pass plus fees. 5,000 low-income tickets for $225 each. You have to show proof of financial hardship. Dude, you don't need to... I'm sorry, but that just seems silly to me. This isn't fucking, these aren't essential services. Damn. I wonder what's the threshold for that. In order to provide access to the event to those without financial resources to purchase the tickets at full price. For those who can afford to contribute financially, we sell a small pool of tickets for as much as $1,400 to help offset the cost. We also gift thousands of tickets to volunteers who build the city and make the event possible. You mean instead of paying them? I wouldn't exactly call that a gift.
Interesting.
So what went wrong is it rained. That's it. It's located in an area that doesn't get rain. It's a dry lake bed. It can't absorb water. It's dry as fuck. It rained 13 millimeters, which is not a lot. And the whole desert flooded.
It's not even that it flooded.
Or just got muddy as
fuck. It just turned the ground into, not quite quicksand, but almost.
Clay.
Yeah, like just sticky, horrible mud everywhere.
And that Friday, the amount of rain was twice the usual average of September. So.
Which is 13. So, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they closed roads. Right before the burning of the effigy? No! Are you saying we're not going to burn the man?
They did burn it just the next
thank
day.
God.
But that isn't tradition. They broke the rules.
Yo, we broke into tradition this year. In addition, somebody died there, according to a report. The man was in his 40s, but the cause of death is not known. Okay. Little party favor there.
I heard it was Ebola.
Ebola outbreak?
Mm-hmm.
I was hearing a lot of health professionals being like, do not step in the mud. That shit has deadly bacteria in it.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
And then they're all just caked in it.
See, I was...
Google it. Look into it. I'm pretty sure there's some horrific bacteria and viruses in the mud. Burning Man organizer said the death was unrelated to the weather. Okay. Cause and manner of death is pending investigation, but drug overdose is suspected. Okay, that makes sense. There's got to be at least one person that dies of a drug overdose at Burning Man every year.
Yeah.
Frankly, more.
Probably more. Doctor says burners need to wash off mud as soon as possible. No. It would help if they said why in the headline here. Let's see.
No.
They say bacteria?
To avoid skin infections. Is what
Skin
I'm seeing.
infection. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's a total disaster there. There's 70,000 people stuck.
I think they're all out.
70,000 people were stuck. So they do 5,000 low income tickets, and there's like 100,000 attendees.
Mm.
Hey, Brokey, come over here, man. We got some free shit for you. They make them wear a badge. Low income, low income winner. Come over here, man.
Scarlet P for poor.
So there's a ton of videos I've been following. So let me pull them up. Oh, God. The 41-year-old man died after leaping into the bonfire. Are you fucking crazy? Serious?
This is another.
I heard about that.
Oh, that's in 2017.
Yeah. 41's not a good age to go to Burning Man, I guess.
2017. Yeah, well, maybe he was the man. He knew it was his time.
It was his festival.
Mm-hmm.
It was the finale. Kidding.
Burn. Burn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just chewing. So, let's pull up some videos. Here's the good people at Burning Man. And this bacteria-ridden... Here they are attempting to continue partying. Looks like fun. Oh yeah, that's just what they said you should do. Oh God, people paid a lot of money for this experience. Look at this hell on earth, man. This is all trash left behind and shit. We heard that there was a rumor that Oliver Anthony was there. Did we confirm that, Dan?
Dan went to the bathroom, but he told me this morning that he claims he was not there.
Okay. That would be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Here's another good one. Take a look.
Okay, here's an update from Burning Man. Everybody wants to know the conditions. It is chaos. It has been raining all night.
So there was people literally abandoning all of their belongings so they could hike like 3 miles to the nearest road and hope someone rescues them.
Mm-hmm.
So much shit.
And again in about an hour. And no one's going anywhere. No one's coming in, no one's coming out. The portos are flooded and overfull. And
There's no toilets too. They all got flooded.
The sewage trucks in here to evacuate them, so it is getting interesting, that's for sure. Okay, and this mud is so much different. It is so sticky. It sticks to itself. Your boots become 10 pounds. It's crazy. And to top it all off, we learned that Georgie is not waterproof. So I have all my clothes hanging up because everything got soaked.
I'd love if anytime someone shows up in a Burning Man video, it says their profession. Tech CEO, billionaire.
Yeah.
So we took a tarp and we wrapped it to get through the night, but 40-year-old RV, I mean, what are you gonna do? Fuck your burn, right? People have tried to drive down the streets and some cars have got stuck, so they just left them.
They left their fucking cars, dude.
Show you what we're doing. It's Saturday and the burn got canceled. All the burns got canceled. So everybody's mad rushing to pack up while we can while it's not raining. So here we are wrapping up the Techno Gecko and our little camp. And
yeah, the party's rocking.
It's work. People still partying though, man. You hear it.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what it's all about.
We're in the city right now, so you're not seeing like all the cool stuff. It's just roads and camp. But each camp is, themed, so they do their own thing. We had a little grotto and bar set up in here with a pole dancing stage and a dance cage, and then, obviously the robot we usually take out to Deep Playa. But you know what they say, you don't get the burn you want, you get the burn you need.
Are you serious, bro?
They do say that.
Did you actually fucking say that?
They say that, man.
Yeah, the burn you needed was to be abandoned in a muddy hellscape for 3 days. You really needed that, brother.
The playa that I think he said playa, that's the area where they have it. They call it playa?
Playa, yeah.
Oh. But yeah, they put on their website right here talking about playa foot this year from stepping in the desert.
They have playa foot?
Yeah.
Playa foot is a malady?
Malady.
Malady?
Malady.
I liked it.
Malady.
I read it too. I thought it said playa foot is a malady.
Malady.
You put some character into that. My lady.
Playa foot is a malady unique to the Black Rock Desert caused by alkali dust that makes up the desert. It is, in essence, a chemical burn. The most common cause of playa foot is exposure of your feet to the desert floor by not wearing socks and closed shoes. This malady is not serious. It is uncomfortable. The good news is that you may easily care for it yourself. Wash your feet with vinegar. Right?
Sure. Makes sense.
Dry them.
They all brought vinegar to Burning Man.
Once you get back.
Oh, yeah. And then apply a thin layer of antibiotic ointment to your soles. And then it says to lightly singe your sole with an open flame.
Right. Take 3 tabs of acid, quarter of shroom.
Turn the music up. Keep your feet covered with socks and closed shoes or boots. Failure to do so will only allow your feet to get worse. Continue to wash your feet a couple times a day. There you go. Seek immediate treatment if you see any signs of infection, you develop a fever, your
That
feet
seems
become
like your rash on your face. You got playa face, dude.
Oh,
you got
but I
that
haven't
playa
been there.
face, bro.
Maybe someone, I don't know.
It's all the
maybe-
storms that kicked up the alkali dust.
Could
Traveled
be.
over to California.
Some people in chat are asking about Ebola, and that was a fake CDC report.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah,
Ebola hiding in the dust.
Kidding. I was kidding.
Here's Diplo and Chris Rock, of all people, getting a ride out of hell. Why are they, like, Chris Rock?
I'm going to, okay?
At Burning Man? Okay. Here is another one looking completely abandoned. Take a look here. Checking in from Burning Man, Raining Man. Look at this hell, dude.
The Raining Man.
This is just, I think, all the trash people left behind.
You can see every step is just like sinking in.
Holy shit, dude. So, is someone going to clean this shit up?
Yeah, I mean, the organization presumably will, but I imagine it's going to be a massive undertaking, even more so than usual. And
it's going to blow everywhere, too, over the time.
Yeah, I think I've heard that over the years there's been, a constant battle with the park services and everything to get permitted for it.
Oh, why do they care?
Just a big, stupid empty
Buzzkill,
desert.
man.
Yeah.
Good vibes leaves tons of trash in the desert. Here's good vibes, baby. Let's go.
Good morning. It is approximately
Burning Man update, Sunday at 10 a.m.
Sunday morning.
Here's what we're starting to witness in greater frequency. A lot of people are simply picking up what they can carry and walking all the way back to the main gate road to meet with prearranged transportation such as Uber. They are literally just abandoning their campsites, leaving behind a massive footprint that's going to be a horrible cleanup mess that could impact the future of this event.
It's radical independence,
Dude,
bro.
people are leaving everything to grab an Uber. I'm sorry, but this shit's dumb. We got to call it, guys. We got to call this Burning Man shit. It's so phony, too. Let's just leave it in the past. It was fun while it lasted, I guess. Burn. But I can't take any more videos of super jacked rich dudes cosplaying as like poor hippies.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Okay.
Elon
Drowning
Musk
Man
loves it.
update.
Elon Musk loves Burning Man. It's one of his favorite events.
Does he?
Go to, yeah.
Oh wait, what was the Elon thing about Burning Man that we saw that was so fucking funny?
Well, I wonder how he goes to Burning Man. Dude, you are the man.
Yes.
There's nobody more the man than you. How can you even show your face there? You should be like murdered with bare hands. They should be tearing you apart and eating your flesh. If they were true to the name, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh my God,
This is
yes.
so
awesome.
fucking funny. All right, so somebody tweeted this. I'm currently stranded at Burning Man along with thousands of others. Despite the unexpected challenges, some artists managed to put together an impromptu catwalk show. The I'm in the Mud show is a metaphor for trying stuff and always learning. Okay, so they're trolling. This is an old video from, I forget what fashion house.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think we even talked about it on the show at the time. We were like, what the fuck?
Well, you can see the community note for it.
Right. This is not Burning Man. It's Balenciaga's Mud Show at Paris Fashion Week, fall of 2022. Elon replies and says, Burning Man is unique in the world. Hard to describe how incredible it is for those that have never been. Best art on earth.
Dude, that is so embarrassing.
How is this still up? How do you not delete?
That is so. Well, he tweets so much.
And look,
He embarrasses himself
The
so
troll,
often.
they replied. They replied, so true.
I love that.
That's so good, man. Wow. That is really surprisingly embarrassing.
Man. Awesome.
Wow. So, if you're a billionaire, you should not be allowed. You should be barred from entering Burning Man.
Yeah.
Period. Or say, if you come here, your life will be in danger.
Well, apparently that's true for everyone.
You may be the
That-
Burning
yeah.
Man.
That's true. You may be burned in effigy, except not. You're not an effigy. You may be burned. So here's another one.
Drowning Man update. We got 3/4 of an inch of rain. Travel is impossible, and there's about 70,000 people stranded on a barren lake bed. But fortunately, burners are badass and brought all the supplies we need, or most of us. We got people who came by bus camped on the edge of the city. They're in pop-up tents and at risk of getting hypothermia. But we don't need outside help.
What is
We're going to
the
bind
tone?
together.
There are people at risk of getting hypothermia, but we don't need anybody's help.
What?
You
Get
speaking for the people with hypothermia?
What the fuck is going
Dry
on
out
with
the
this video?
furniture.
Hold on, I gotta go back.
Is he kidding?
Pop-up
No.
tents and at risk of getting hypothermia. But we don't need outside help. We're going to bind together, get radically self-reliant, dry out the furniture, and keep the party going. The alternative is to fall into despair, roll over, and die. And we all have a choice in how we're going to handle this. So everyone open up your Starlink satellites so people can communicate with their families. Make an expedition to the edge of the city with food and water. And don't fight anybody because we're all in this together. Bury those negative thoughts and gratitude for your life because a couple people didn't make it last night. And know that we're all going to clean up this mess and get out of here. This is the hand we were dealt us here, and together we're going to get through it.
Hey yo,
That's
what
Burning
the
Man.
hell is going on here, dude?
There's people dying of hypothermia on the edges, but we are radically self-reliant.
Are
We
we certain that wasn't parody? That was so.
I think
that
he's
was
real.
so fucking.
I mean, he's
spot
there.
on.
I mean, as long as that man has his coke, he'll be okay.
Oh, he's definitely there, but I mean, I just don't know if he's making it with.
Drowning Man
to be
update. This
funny.
is legitimate humanitarian disaster, but we are a resilient community and will transcend the mud apocalypse, he said.
Okay.
Let me look at his other videos. If this is him, we'll see.
See how his lips look in the other videos.
So here he is. Here, Burning Man saved. Let's see what this one is.
So Burning Man's been saved, and probably 3/4 of the city is already out of here. The road's dried up, the wooks left, and then we burned the man and had one last party. Now all that's left is to pick up all the moves
This
and get
guy's
the hell out of
serious.
here. And whether this event ever happens again depends on how well we cleaned up. So we'll probably know in about 2 months. So Burning Man's
I
been
can tell
saved.
looking at that van. How well did we clean up? Well, there's a giant van in the middle of the desert, so not good. We're not talking about little scraps of paper. This is like a whole ass fucking massive van.
It looks burned too.
Did you guys
I don't know
forget
what happened.
this?
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead serious, Dan.
That one made me think he is serious. Yeah.
Burning Man deaths.
So let's just imagine we got 70,000 people together for a week of prime rib and bingo. How many people do you think would croak by the end of that event? There'd be 15 heart attacks, 8 strokes, and 2 people would choke to death. In retrospect, 2 people died at Burning Man this year. Hell, we even had a family friend fall off an art car and landed in the ICU. But if cruising around a desert on bikes is safer than bingo, then I guess we're doing all right. So let's just
Bro,
imagine we
what is wrong? Why are you such a Burning Man simp? Snap out of it.
Dude is yapping.
It doesn't. What the
Dude
fuck?
is yapping.
This guy's serious. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
But he is.
Somebody else is very serious. This is unrelated, but this is actually breaking news, and I have to bring
Drowning Matt.
Go ahead.
to your attention here. The Tucker Carlson.
Here's the proof of life.
Tucker Carlson has interviewed the guy who smoked crack and had sex with Barack Obama.
That's the best story ever.
And the
I love
interview has dropped. It's
Oh my God.
it's 45 or no, it's 42
We'll
minutes.
have to do that on Friday.
We have to because
I'm so confused by this. Like, Obama's not running. Y'all know he's like retired.
I'm so obsessed with this.
And then like
have
I'm
them ribs.
so glad that Tucker had to liberate himself from fake media so he could do hard-hitting journalism like this guy who smoked crack and had sex with a Barack Obama.
Oh, it's so funny.
I
Gotta
saw
have them
a
ribs.
tweet earlier that was a screenshot of a DM to Tucker, and it said, "I sucked and fucked Joe Biden 2015," and it said, "Now we wait."
Oh my God. Like, he's got to get sued for this. Because he's not with Fox now.
Well, he's
doesn't-
just interviewing.
Yeah.
him. I mean, the guy making the accusation.
Someone's got to get sued for this.
Yeah.
And listen, it's not really defamation to say, oh, you had sex with. Well, he's accusing him of cheating, but also he's accusing him of smoking crack.
Smoking crack.
As while being an elected official, that's pretty defamatory.
Well, maybe he just did it once.
Let's see the receipts. Maybe he's got pics.
It's just another white man planning crack
Maybe
on
he's
a
got
black
a pic
man.
of Barack hitting a crack pipe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Barack Hussein.
Well, I just want the truth to come out.
That's all I care
I care about the truth.
Can you imagine, like,
honesty, integrity, and responsibility?
Can you imagine
Ruby
the
taught me.
Democrats being like, we have a video of George Bush smoking crack and having sex? It's like, what?
Please clap.
Imagine this. We have evidence that George Bush wrongfully murdered like 1 million people.
Right.
Nah,
Not interesting.
not interesting. Boring.
Oh, well, that's exciting to look forward to on Friday.
exciting.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
Me too.
The title
So
alone.
Didn't sorry to interrupt. Didn't Laura Bush kill a dude?
In like a car crash.
Yeah, like when she was like super young.
Yeah, I think that I may remember that.
Robert Kennedy did too, or Bobby Kennedy. One of
Ted.
them.
Ted.
That's Ted.
I was there in Chappaquiddick era.
They're good people, the Kennedys.
Era.
My favorite is lobotomizing their sister for being too sexual.
Absolutely. And obviously, Jews created, COVID.
They did.
Yeah,
And that's a joke. That's a joke.
That's a joke.
We're making fun of them. Not a true belief of ours.
There's even a play called Laura Bush Killed a Guy. It says, on the night of November 6, 1963, 2 days after her 17th birthday, Laura Welch ran a stop sign and struck another car, killing its driver. The victim was her close friend and classmate, Michael
that's fucked
Dutton
up.
Douglas.
Whoa. How
That's so
that
sad.
seems suspicious, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently,
suspicious.
this is a comment from a member regarding this interview. Hassan watched a bunch of stuff about this guy. He's apparently been arrested for scamming and has warrants out for scamming. He's a huge con man. That's fucking epic.
Fuck yes.
Well, so like, but like,
I love
if you
Tucker.
so, if you're a journalist and you're platforming this guy, there has to be, because I'm not a journalist. I'm doing.
Neither is Tucker.
But he is though.
He's not. Like at this point, I think we can definitively say that.
He's a
the
T-channel.
perception of people who watch his show is that he's a journalist.
We're right, but we should
But I'm saying
counter that narrative.
for the sake of a defamation lawsuit, that
Mm-hmm.
he had some professional obligation to vet this guy more. You can't just have any dumb, weird idiot come on and say, yeah, I smoked crack and had sex with this guy. Like, I feel like there's some liability here for Tucker. There's got to be.
I don't know. I don't think we're liable if somebody comes on our show and says something crazy.
I'm not, we don't do news. I'm not a journalist.
We don't talk about that. We're just as much as him at this point.
No.
This man posts on X.com.
It's not true, though. It's not true.
He records in his shed behind his house.
Well, I am getting sued by Ryan Kavanaugh for some shit that fucking Variety wrote.
That's true.
I just read the damn title. All right, let's watch this one more video.
Here's the proof of life update. I am alive, but all the activities are shut down. We all slept all night with no house music bumping.
No! Yo, they slept last night with no house music bumping. What the hell?
That
The
is-
travesty.
Fuck, dude.
Man, this ain't Burning Man. You slept last night with no house music bumping? Dude.
What is this, prison?
Serious.
Everything stopped because of that. It's horrible.
Hold on, this is an important donation. Susanna, thank you for the donation. She said, I just joined to tell Ethan how amazing he looks. Had to pause the show to read that
I
one.
shut the water down.
Thank you,
I'm
my
walking
lady.
around helping pull power
Thank you, Susanna.
cables out of the ground so they don't get stuck in the mud, and all we're doing is kitchen and drinking water. That's it. But
Oh, yeah,
tonight-
another aspect. The organization put out a statement after the rain saying, you must conserve your food and water. Because we don't know when you'll be able to get out of here.
It's supposed to burn. I don't know what they're gonna do. So I'm alive. We were just joking because we were like, there's probably gonna be, hold on. We were joking like there's gonna be all these rumors that 70,000 people are stranded in the desert.
Don't know what
and they're
happened.
out of food, and it turned into Hunger Games, and they're all having this huge orgy because they're bored. No, we're just doing minimum life activities. That's it. And I bet you any money.
Dude, I'm surprised by the average age of people at this event. They're like old.
Yeah, it seems to be high.
Like 40.
Well, the event's been going on
plus.
for a long time, and the long timers are all people that were young in the 90s.
Right.
So, yeah.
And they're
Also, they
only
need-
people
they need the
probably that
money.
can afford to go to this shit.
Yeah.
And that.
I can probably predict that everybody's gonna get naked and run through the mud because they're already talking
They
about
go, man, they just think we're a bunch of hippies having orgies. Anyway, tonight we're all getting naked and running through the mud. Yeah, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm a hater, of course, but I do think Burning Man, at least what it's become now, is pretty silly. Right?
I'm with you.
Thank you. Thanks for backing me up on that. With that said, oh wait, there's more. Burning Man's policy on cars. 1997, Burning Man has prohibited festival goers from using cars and trucks.
Oh, this was just extra info in case you...
How are people getting out? What's happening next? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was for when you started asking us a bunch of questions about Burning Man, so... and none of us being burners could...
You're not a burner?
No, never been myself. Got invited several times when I was younger, but...
That looks like a fucking good ass
I didn't
time.
have a shitload of money, so I was like, no, I'm good.
And a week of not working.
Yeah.
Good times right there, brother. Also, RVs. You know how expensive an RV like this is? That's rich people only.
Yeah, those are
Dude, those are hundreds of thousands.
Yes.
Plus. And these are like nice ass RVs too.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry to break it to you guys, but y'all went and became the man.
Stop, please.
The idea of Elon Musk being at a man burning effigy is so damn ironic.
Larry Page also loves going too.
Larry Page?
It's a lot of Silicon
He's the
Valley.
founder of Google, right?
Yeah.
I think he's the CEO. I don't know if he was the founder.
No, he is.
My favorite is
He's one of the original.
I saw screenshots of one of the people that was trapped there, and they were posting about their experience. People figured out that he was a lawyer who was the lawyer who argued in favor of Nestle in front of the Supreme Court in the slavery case. Not kidding. The guy who got them off the hook for slavery.
Burn the man.
Yeah.
Larry Page is worth $114 billion. I bet he had a nice camper.
Yeah, here we go.
Dude, who's going to this? Oh, no.
The lawyers
fucking way.
successfully defended Nestle in their child slavery case, dressing in what can only be described as pedocore to build a mock courtroom in the middle of the desert perfectly encapsulates the essence of Burning Man. It was a good tweet, the
God.
surfs.
Dude.
Look at this fucking weirdo.
Dude. Y'all got to stop going to this.
Fist bump?
Fist bump?
What is that? Pedocore is really on point.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh my goodness, man. So Larry Page, the lawyer who defended child slavery, and Elon Musk.
Yeah. Having a good time.
This is what it's all about, man. Just let go. This guy puts Tim Cook to absolute shame. Sergey's the other founder, and Larry. No, not Larry. Who's Larry? Weird ass looking dude. Larry.
Oh, that's the Oracle
Oh,
guy.
the Oracle guy.
Yeah.
Good for you, Larry.
He was very odd looking.
Looks like the rectangular dude.
He's like,
Get out of here, Zach.
yo, is that normal? Bro, you got to get that
What?
checked
Yeah,
out,
he needs
brother.
to get-
You seen a dermatologist about that?
Is that lupus?
Look how,
That's so fast
yo,
to
look
say
how
that.
shiny his lips are.
Dude, his eyes are a beautiful hazel.
They are actually.
Look at that.
Wow, yeah, that. Wow, look at the complexion of that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Look
Gorgeous.
how shiny. It's like he almost aged naturally, but then
No.
somehow everything, like the teeth, the lips, the cancer under his eye.
Yeah. He's puffy.
He's puffy.
he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
puffy. He's puffy. Some pictures he looks more puffy than others.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I get that
Larry.
removed though, probably.
I love you, Larry Ellison. Were you at Burning Man?
Probably.
God damn it, what do you call the injections they do? Yeah, free Botox set up for the people. Love him.
Oh, I'm being told that's his actual. That's his
I
actual
just
face.
found
I'm
out
so
about
sorry.
Larry Ellison.
Drop to my knees.
All right, that's it. I got to go, guys.
All right.
It's been a fun show. It's been good. You know, it's been Wednesday. So again, tomorrow there's no leftovers. Not my fault this time.
Man, it is Wednesday. Shout out to our
100%.
Shouts out to
100%
Hassan's fault.
Hassan's fault.
Yeah.
And so we'll take the day tomorrow to prepare a banger for Friday.
Oh, it's gonna be a juicy app.
We got a lot.
Mhm.
Why is the Oracle guy so rich? They really use it that much?
Well, what is Oracle?
Huh?
I never heard of Oracle.
I think it's like runs every software. I don't know. It's something crazy.
It's
like
an
that.
enterprise software company. They do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's mostly for like professional
100
applications.
he's worth 116 billion.
I think they also
That's Burning Man money.
a lot of like big databases and stuff for companies, banks.
His daughter produces movies as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she earned that place.
Yeah, that seems a
Skill
bit.
and merit
Any
alone.
any bangers?
She did some big movie. I forgot what it was.
Oh my.
Dan, if you want to Google that, maybe.
Zach.
Wait, what is it? What
Zach's
did
trying
she
not
do?
to go. Zach's trying to stay.
What are you talking about?
Why do you want to explain what's happened?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Dan.
All right, I'm explaining.
we
I'm
gotta-
explaining.
And explain who's actually winning.
We took some bets at the beginning of the show how long the episode was going to be today because it's been so long since we had one. So we all had runtime bets, and we did Prices Right rules. So if you go over at all, you're out.
Ian,
So-
seriously, that was
That was a
There's
bold
been
choice.
so much
he's
ballot
fine.
box manipulation going on.
Yes.
They've been dangling things in front of you.
We were
This is
still in the talk
filibuster.
about Burning Man. It's in the title.
How long have we been going?
3 hours, 49 minutes, and 13 seconds.
So let's end the show.
I'm gonna
right
win.
Now. Let's end the fucking show right now.
No.
Let's keep going.
Let's end
Hold on. Ian, why did
Thanks
you
for
go
watching,
so low?
everybody.
We never do shows that.
No,
Oh,
it
Dan went over.
seemed. Look,
Right now,
3:16 was right when the food arrived. I almost timed it perfectly, but you kept going.
But we don't
I would-
end. We never end when the food arrives.
Well, I'm bummed out. I obviously did it 420, but that's irrelevant. The Mr. Beast versus Septiceye drama seemed pretty interesting.
Oh, you shut the fuck up, love.
Let's save some juice for Friday.
Well,
Yeah.
why are you saying shut the fuck up? Zach needs it to be longer.
No. See, I win.
No,
Dan,
I
I didn't
win.
realize-
Zach, you fucked up. You should have done
Wait.
359. You
Wait,
did the
wait,
wrong
wait.
number.
Price is Right rules. dude.
AB.
You can't go
Shit,
over.
AB. I thought you were like
You did the wrong
345.
side.
If the show ended right now, I win.
All right, yeah.
Fuck
Let's
you,
talk
Dan, you
about the
fucked me
Mr.
over.
Beast.
Listen. The
Piece
show
of
is
shit,
ending
Dan.
right now. I'm not gonna rig it. We're done.
I win.
But
I was
Mr.
so
Beast.
close.
Dan
Damn it,
cheated.
Dan.
Dan sent
That's
that
such horse
Tucker
shit, Dan.
Carlson thing. He was rigging it.
Mark
there
my
money
words,
on the
I'll take
line?
Friday.
Wait, I
No.
thought if it goes
No.
over, you lose. Dan.
Bragging rights.
I thought if you go over at all, you lose.
No, because right now no one's winning.
No
Wait,
one's gone over.
no, that's not true. Well, how long we been going?
350.
You guys not know over?
Over means you're out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wait, no, I'm win. Oh no.
No,
So
you're
it's
not.
it's at
you
it's
were
at
41. I was
350.
36.
No, but I'm.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Dan
Cam's
went
winning.
My
No,
prediction
Dan
didn't go
fucked me
over
over.
350. Yours did, AB. You said
Fuck
4
you.
hours.
How long have we been going?
3 hours, 50 minutes.
Wait, AB is winning.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm winning.
I'm just trying to.
No. I think it's AB, dude.
Yeah, I think AB is winning.
No, I think
We're outta here.
I think they're right.
I think we need to go
You-
2 more
you-
minutes and
you
Dan loses.
overshot it.
No,
In
I
this
didn't.
case, it's runtime. It went for 350, and you guessed 340. You got overblown.
Yeah.
You
the
you
cap
got
is
passed
blown.
up.
It's the.
You're up.
Okay, whatever.
So hold on, bring that up again.
Oh, so we're just doing the opposite of that
It
rule?
was just not
Well,
doing
because it's
Price is Right
runtime,
rules.
it's different, right?
You know
So then
how
AB.
Price is Right rules works?
I know how Price is Right works.
So the person that said 4 hours,
But
for
what
example,
do you mean?
AB,
What does going over mean to you then? Because it doesn't make sense.
their
the way-
prediction is over where it really landed. If we ended right now, 4 hours is more than 3 hours and 50 minutes. Therefore, this went over. This is out.
So you can't. So basically,
Dan, you're getting stun locked into a loss right now.
I think it should be whoever.
Yeah, I know. The more we talk about this, the less likely I am to win. Right now, I'm winning.
Wait, explain this to me.
Zach's
my
pretty
God.
close. Because what's the difference between Zach's and Dan's? Because right now it's getting pretty close.
You mean AB?
Oh yeah, AB. Sorry, Zach, you blew it.
But I thought the 2 minutes because I thought I could manipulate you.
You win
because I have that power.
Well,
You're trying to get the rectangle.
All right, I do have to go, guys. I gotta
Are
go.
you sure you don't want to try it? A little ditty here?
I'm good. Yeah. No, I'm
See, there you go. You know, let's talk about
All right,
going
I
to the
gotta go.
south. And
We'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you guys.